Welcome back to Starsector. So today, just want to get it out there that it's going to be a slightly shorter stream, just be able to take my cats to the vet. But without further ado, I'm very excited to play today because yesterday we picked up a bunch of new weapons. We've been able to stabilize our colony a little bit, and we've been able to tackle a lot of challenges. And now we have the reach to head on out and try to do 2 more main quests for the Galatia Academy. So without further ado, let's catch up together. So if we head on out, hey, crossbow? Yeah, no, absolutely. They're just getting a vaccination, that's all. High five, thank you very much. So just to give you an idea, I'm gonna be, I guess, ending 3 hours, 30 minutes as opposed to 4 hours-ish. So that's just for today, and then obviously we'll go back to normal tomorrow. So all right, so you'll notice on the Colony Crisis screen that the first little tick is not there anymore. I'm talking about the threshold halfway across the overall meter. Now, that was by accident. So essentially, I took our fleet and I was tweaking it with some of the new stuff that we got. And let me tell you, wandering around and just protecting your colony gets you a lot of story points. Because apparently just nuking people in combat, like a bunch of inspector fleets, stuff like that, just the stuff you saw towards the end of the stream last time, it gets you a lot of experience. So that was super helpful. In the fleet management side of things, I don't really know if I'll be able to use her, but I was able to pick up a distress call and I picked up another bunny. So I'm just going to put her as a placeholder for now, but like I said, I don't know if we have any space to actually use her. So that's why I'm not quickly jumping in and getting her named and stuff like that. And then as far as the weapons go, I've been sprinkling new weapons in different places and seeing how they perform. So right now I brought back the old slot because by popular demand, it seemed like that was one that bunnies really enjoyed. I took the Amagi Fox and then I adjusted things so it now has more rail guns, Hephaestus assault guns, stuff like that, high velocity drivers. And then in the front, we have some heavy machine guns, so that's all pretty normal. And the big change here, I took our Executor, the BLS Moneymaker, and instead of using the Squall MLRSs, I noticed when I would run simulations that the missiles would go out, they would slowly reach the enemy and they'd probably get popped off, at least serve as a distraction, but they didn't really stop the Executor from getting surrounded. So what I did was I tested some other things, and there was a Locust SRM launcher, and this thing is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Great at shutting down small craft as they come closer, allowing everything else to focus forward. Previously we had 2 high intensity lasers. I've taken the brand new Reality Disruptor, which is a big old dark energy EMP massive beast of energy-based synergy weapon, and tossed it in place of one of the high intensity lasers, and now it does this. So if I were to take our good old BLS Moneymaker by itself with no support, and I were to get, I don't know, like just a few things on the field like this, and then I send it out, I'll just zip it forward, and then take a look at this now. So there's the giant, there's the giant EMP blast, and when it gets close to somebody who doesn't have full shield coverage, it seems to disable them entirely. So it's a big energy thing. It arcs through, and all of a sudden, look at this. look at, can I zoom in there? Yeah, look at this. Do you see what's happening here? So it's weird because I don't know if any of the bunnies have ever played Diablo. So in Diablo 3, there was a build which was like ball lightning. So essentially you would get a nasty choke point or a corridor. You'd shoot this giant ball of lightning down. It would arc through and it would hit like no limit. It would just arc through and hit everybody that it passed by. It was every enemy's worst neighbor. Well, it was a bad neighbor, let's put it that way. This does the same thing. So the enemy groups up and this thing goes through them, they all end up like this. Which is amazing. Hey, Warder, good to see you. High five. So this is great because it sets up the enemy for the rest of the bunnies to do horrible, horrible things, and it makes me very happy. So this is a really cool addition. The cool thing is I've also been able to take our story points and I've S-modded things in like front conversion, shield conversion front, stuff like that, so that we actually have full coverage at 360 degrees, because I was noticing that we were getting blasted in the side. Now, missile-wise, take a look at the launchers and see how it keeps the enemy away. It's really, really cool. So look at this. Even if the enemy's shielded, if anyone starts, like this guy's starting to approach, he's getting dangerously close, we basically say, please go away. Please go away, sir. Don't like you so close. Don't get so close to me. And it just, I don't know, it seems to do more than the Squall MLRSs did. That having been said, like if I speed this up, you'll notice there's a big ol' EMP. I mean, it's able to kind of like, you know, obviously it's a capital ship, but still, I think it's surrounded, and that's not really usually the capital ship's strength. So it's kind of able to sort of hold its own. And now I feel so much better about using it. So just say, look at that, it's just disabling people, and then they shut down for a while, and then they have to boot themselves back up in order to do something. Either way, yeah, with support, it's awesome. Yeah, that's probably what devastated our fleet. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, because if you read it, it says weapon and engine repairs take 2 times longer for 10 seconds. That's a long time to be shut down. That is ludicrous. So that's when I crammed that thing on. So that's excellent. We had 2 of the Eagle 14s yesterday. I brought it down to 1, and I've replaced the high velocity drivers with the heavy mass drivers, which are, you know, kind of similar, but, you know, they're the threat weapons that we picked up when we went to the Nameless Rock. So, and then I've put burst PD lasers all over the place. So, you know, Panzerbund's able to hold his own. The newest addition has been the Fury. I had this before, but I didn't really do too much with it. But now Thrake is driving this thing. This thing is a menace. So it has the new antimatter SRM launcher on it, which actually regenerates itself. So that's awesome. It has the cryo blaster on it. So the moment the enemy's exposed, it deals a massive burst of like 1400 hull fragmentation damage. And then you got the resonator MRM launcher, so that on the approach, or if you're escorting someone and you're far away, it's just every once in a while popping off a really, really long range missile to smack into people. And then on the sides, it's got the mini pulsar. We only picked up 1 of those. And then we've also got a Rift Lance. And then we've got 4 of the shock repeaters out here that shoots out arcing EMP damage. So in a weird sort of way, we've kind of turned it into an omen. So if you take a look at this, like, okay, let's give him a couple of hammerheads, I don't know, and like a lasher or something. So here's good old Thrake. And if you take a look at this, he's super ultra aggressive, and he just doesn't care. So look at that, he keeps dashing closer. He's like, you're trying to get away. I don't think so. So he's awesome. This is great. I promise not to use any bunnies for target practice. Yeah, the target practice is all in the sim. So Thrake's on the field. He's back and he's in charge. There it is. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting because I didn't really, this thing would pop so often when we had it before, but with plasma burn and some mods, provides a brief engine boost, propelling Thrake forward at an extreme velocity, smacks people in the face and shoots them with animator SRM launchers and cryo blasters. So that's our Thrake. That's our Thrake. And then of course we have our omens, and I've just tried to sprinkle stuff in. I don't know if it's useful, but essentially previously I think it was like an ion cannon here. I switched it out to a voltaic cannon. It's a little slow, but if it connects, it really hits with EMP. And then for good old Sven Skippy, I gave him a shock repeater, which is classified as point defense. And because he happens to have elite point defense, it gives it an extra 200 range. So it's kind of neat. So I've taken away the missile, no Atropos, because I noticed, you know, we popped that off and then we never got to use it again. So I've just refocused into capacitors and you know, we're testing out some new stuff. Everyone else has a voltaic cannon, and then Sven Skippy has the shock repeater. So that's kind of the smattering. That's all I've really done with the weapons, but it's allowed us to hit that 240 points, and now we're using 2 onslaughts and an executor instead of the double executor plus, right? So, and the 50 DP point onslaught is back. So outside of that, that's our current composition. If we head out over to the world, the colony crisis, there was a little notch right here that we crossed, and the pirates declared a raid. Basically, they came from Asconia, and all I needed to do, we went over just to catch you up. All I needed to do was go there and shut down a normal fleet. That's it. Cancel the raid, done. So that was that. Obviously, I'm a little low on cash, but today I figure what we can do while we're waiting is head out to find Caruth. She's not too far away. Oh, also, I forgot. I also went over to the Rocky Metallic world, and I started up a Trans-Pluto button, which is essentially something to get transplutonic ore, I believe. Oh no, this is not, this shouldn't be Trans-Pluto, this is standard ore. Oh, that's embarrassing. Never mind, this should be just a mining colony, not actually Trans-Pluto, my bad, yeah? Am I still out there? Oh yeah, no, Jonathan, you're out there, you're in the Omen right now, yeah? Welcome back. Hey, Amagi, good to see ya. High five. Today we got colony development, bounty, colony crisis, possibly Galatia quest. Quite a busy day. Yeah, a lot of busy day. Geigen, welcome. Ataraxi, welcome. High five. Happy Thursday. And for those that missed it, just to let you know, I am going to be ending about 30 minutes early today to take my cats to the vet. But let's continue. So I misnamed this one. So this should just be a mining colony out here. So I guess it's the Dig Dug Bun colony. Dig Dug Bun, there it is. I am paying hazard pay, which is why we are deeply in the red. The good news is our other colony is actually semi-profitable. So if we arrive there, you can see that it's sort of covering for the deficit, at least for now, until hopefully the other side will be able to, you know, pick up their own end of things. So that's the idea. Oh, and also I guess we've got an orbital station now, which I haven't even looked at. So it exists, I believe. Does it actually show physically on the screen? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I see our orbital station. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but apparently we have, you know, defensive placements now, so that's awesome. The bunny hole. It's so good. I'm so addicted to this game, Geigen. I'm so addicted to this game. So let's head out to Caruth. We're gonna go ahead and try to find him. Go and ransom a researcher. Go to Contest Den in the Magic system. Well, I guess since they're all here, we might as well start there, and we can ransom a researcher at Contest Den. I believe that's a pirate location. Yeah, we'll head out here. We'll go ahead and ransom the researcher, and then we'll head over to Caruth. It's all on the way, so out we go. And if we find any investigators, inspectors, stuff like that, we'll smack them in the face one and then call it good, yeah? Mining colony, perfect place for heavy industry. I don't know why, but I always think of Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi, heavier industry. Oh, what's this? Hegemony investigators are patrolling around your star system. Are they? It says they're friendly. I don't know. They're technically not in the system. Can I beat them up and just don't care? 100,000 monthly deficit. Oh, where does it say that? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Maybe I should tell them that's not allowed. The fleet's either operating in a legal gray area or its behavior falls outside of accepted norms. Engaging it in battle will not cause immediate hostility. Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, let's kick these guys' butts. They're not friendly. Turn your transponder off and blap. Oh, do I need to turn it off first? Did I not? I think it's off. Oh, well, you know, we gotta go fight them first, so... I think I had it off, but I don't remember. Okay, so first things first, let's just do ye old tried and true. We're just going to put Anubises on some. We'll put all of our omens on the old slot. We'll have good old Thrake up there with the Disabler as well as Panzerbun, and then we'll search and destroy for the other three, and we'll call it good. I am curious. I do want to see, I guess I'll speed this up a little. I do want to see how the EMP fares in an actual engagement, not just a sim. And we are pushing forward. Old slot's a little slower here. And what do we got? Yeah. You love how turning it off makes it so people don't know instantly you attack one of their fleets. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure they'll know it's us if they just use their brain. Because here's this guy. And, did we miss? I don't think it matters. Something tells me it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That guy's toast. Wow, look at all these. Look at all these SRMs and that's Thrake shooting those things. Those are the resonator MRMs coming from the regenerative side. Oh, you poor soul. Why did you enter the pain zone? Why'd you enter the pain zone? Not advised. Oh, Locust SRMs. Okay, that guy's dead. Excellent. Good job. Good job. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Oh, that guy's completely disabled thanks to yield dark EMP energy. Jeez, us. Oh my goodness. Oldslot, a couple other ships because people always recognize you. Yeah, they definitely will recognize us. How's Oldslot doing? Oldslot's like,
come on, save some for me.
sorry guy. Bunny's too efficient now, getting very efficient. Wow, look, there you go. Why don't you take a look at this guy? He kind of looks like you. Yeah, look at that. He doesn't have a full 360-degree arc. He's in trouble if that thing lands in. Oh, no, that guy's down. All right, and ain't nobody gonna stand between Big Brick and his lunch. My goodness, yeah. Keep dishing out the hurt. There we go. Now we've got our battle line between our 3 capital ships. Oh yeah, so open up the adjudicators. Yep, definitely judging the heck out of you. But let me tell you. Next, okay, get that guy. Oh, you don't have much hull left. Wow, he's in a bad situation. This seems to be a little unfair. Investigate this, hegemony. You see what I mean? This is so cool. Wow, that's overwhelming. How good is it's really good, Adia. Welcome, Adia, and good to see you. If you're wondering how good the reality disruptor is, it's right here. It's about to disrupt this guy's reality severely. So there it is. It's getting closer, and wait for it. Zap. So now he's disabled, and he just can't use his systems or defenses. I like ORA broadside ship, like old school water navy. What's ORA? Is that a type of vessel? Do I need to get in on this? If you play again, which I will, but more modded, you really need to try the UAF. Their ships look great. Also love trading donuts. What do you mean trading donuts? Oh, Outer Rim Alliance. Oh, is that a mod? It's a mod. Thank you so much. I had no idea. I was like, what's that? I should know what this is. Sounds awesome. Held in reserve. They've got some stuffs. Order. Second in command. You know what? What if I just send Thrake to deal with all of the riffraff? Yeah, that seems sufficient. Oh, look! You can pick up another onslaught. Okay, so I confess, I've been taking on more investigator parties, which has helped lower our crisis level, and I may have more onslaughts sitting in Asharu right now. So I'm not going to take this onslaught. But we could take the onslaught, but I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. That's just how that goes. I know it's honestly a travesty. If I could, I would have all the onslaughts in the entire sector just because I love them that much. Oh, I also forgot. So look at that. Colony crisis reduced by 14. You see what I mean? It's super profitable, and we got a lot of experience, meaning we're closer to more story points, which is why if you take a look at our fleet, they've all got triple S mod. It feels so luxurious. My God, so luxurious. Wow. So you'll notice way in the edge, I forgot to show the bunnies. So I respect with our copious volumes of skill points or story points. And I got hull restoration back just so we can start to do what I was doing before to save us some cash. So I've been dragging this thing around because I haven't used it, but I've been dragging this around. And just in case, I slapped this sucker on it. Haven't tried it yet, but I slapped this on it. We picked this up yesterday, if you don't recall. It's a 6,000 damage torpedo that is guided. So this should be fun once this thing is refurbished. Yes, refurbished is the word I was looking for. Yeah, do it. Been forever. When I last played the game, looks good. I literally mean trading donuts. The faction has special donuts that they sell as trade items. Wait, like frosted and traditional donuts like that? Wow, really? You know, I really love confectionaries. Man, that's so good. UAF is the United Aurora Federation. It's a mod that almost doubles the game content. Very high quality, with a caveat: the faction does not fit in with vanilla lore, style, or doctrine, and it just isn't meant to. Did you deal with a League crisis? I did not. I mean, I dealt with, like, I guess like a light pirate raid, but it was literally one fleet, and we attacked it kind of like we did the hegemony right there, and it wasn't anything impressive. We basically went bop, and then they said, okay, sorry. Stream title should be updated to Gun Prawn, Chocolate, Lava Cake, Donut, Other Big. They actually, oh my god, I think I love them even more now. They have all of the good stuff. My goodness. Well, let's continue. We're supposed to go and experience the magic by heading out to magic. So let's head out to magic, and ideally, god, look, okay, so I just want to point out, I know I'm gushing right now, but you see all of this white text on the left side? I love when I see white text on the left side now, and the reason why: BLS motion in the ocean avoids damage from the storm. So normally I'd go through it, we'd get zapped and we'd have to repair the damage, but BLS motion in the ocean has solar shielding. So it takes 0 damage. So it's kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine. Now we're not wasting resources trying to repair it and stuff like that. It just does not take the damage yet. It's so S-modded solar shielding, and I don't have it on everything. I don't. But I do have solar shielding wherever I can, just because it at least reduces the damage that we take from environmental hazards by, I think it was like 75%. And then I think it has an additional effect for like reducing energy weapon by 10%, which sounds awesome. So that's why I have that. But, you know, yeah, if I could, I'd have it on everything. Personal bounty, here we go. So this is for the ransom researcher, right? Go to Contest Den in the Magic system and ransom the kidnapped researcher from Ares Fry. I feel like this, do you remember when we had a ransom researcher from the Knights of Lud? I wonder if this is similar, right? Military options, turn off your transponder. No, I'm not here to parlay. We're not here to parlay, my gentlemen. We need to go to the fence. What do we got? Is this different? You're here for the Academy's lost child. We shall both be pleased to see the last of one another. You have my money, 95,000 credits. Well, I don't have... Well, I guess this is slightly different. Okay, I'll read it. It's not the Knights of Lud. It's like probably just the same thing, but different. The comm signal struggles to establish through the ill-maintained local network. It takes seconds for the patchy decryption artifacts to spasmodically resolve into the face of the pirate you were instructed to contact. You perform a perfunctory greeting. Kapla! That's all kinds of confused, isn't it? And the pirate smiles without warmth.
You're here for the Academy's lost child. We'll both be pleased to see the last of one another.
He rolls his eyes.
It's the questions. So many freaking questions.
The pirate claps his hands and looks back to you with all the eagerness of a lamprey.
Yeah, my money, yeah? 95K, to my comm ID, you can have your big wet scientist back.
Wait, why is he wet? Did you already torture him or something? Kapla? Oh, yeah. And then I'm mixing it up with other races here, yeah. So we're going to negotiate a lower amount just because, let's be real, we have the story points. You laugh as though the pirate has told a hilarious joke. He looks confused at first, then with growing anger and disgust at being left out of some joke. Wiping away a tear, you compliment the audacity of raising the price so blatantly, and observe that you would expect no less from ruthless space scum of his caliber, particularly when dealing with shiny clean academics who would get lost on the way to the head if they didn't just have their datapad to lead them.
We, of course, are different animals,
you explain as you smile ruthlessly back at the pirate, who quickly comes around to the idea that you're on an up-and-coming force, someone willing to do what it takes, and if they want to stay relevant, they're going to have to foster a good working relationship with the bunnies. Wouldn't want to end up spaced out of several different airlocks, right? I mean, let's be real, we might do it anyway, just for fun. The first step toward this brighter future is naturally to reduce the proposed ransom to something a little more reasonable, like 8,100 credits. It's important that money exchanges hands to signal mutual respect, but I mean, to ask too much would be a poor investment in our future as business partners, you explain. You order the much smaller payment of 8,100 credits to the cowed pirate who can barely tear his eyes from his cracked datapad until the incoming credits can be confirmed. Your logistics officer reports a pickup ping from a seemingly abandoned loading bay. You fear the worst as you dispatch a small little shuttle to make the pickup. But you do indeed find a very unhappy, apparently wet academician of the Galatia Academy sealed in a little crate. Wow, we really don't care much for them, do we? Yeah. With a small little life support unit. He was given food, he was given rest, and a shower. I'll be fine. Wait, did anyone notice that we didn't ever say we let him out of the crate? I guess it's more convenient for transportation purposes, right? The pirate speaks, relieved to see that you've confirmed that the kidnapped academician is still alive.
Captain, I'm...
You turn your back and snap the comms off with a flick. God damn, man, we're getting pretty callous, and I'm all here for it, man. We're going on some kind of the story arc for sure. Well, tell you what, I suppose we need to return him, so maybe we'll stop by the academy since it's so close, and then we don't have to worry about him being in the crate for too long, because let's be real, he's probably perishable. Some would list him as a perishable item, and I don't want to have to worry about expiration dates and stuff like that. Oh, that poor guy is going to be waiting for your call for years. No, he doesn't have to wait for years. I like using Marines to yoink it. It's good for grinding rep with Marines on. Oh, nice. I am curious. I didn't really pick up on whether or not, like, what the reputation scale, or maybe not rep, but experience scale is for Marines. Whether they've got, like, veterancy status and it maxes out somewhere or not. We got to just return him, right? You open comms to academician Sebastien.
Oh, Captain, the non-linear mathematics department wanted me to give you their thanks for returning academician... Well, you won't remember the name.
No, he's absolutely right. I definitely won't remember the name because that guy was in a crate, and I did not really pay attention. He's probably still in a crate and was just released right this very second.
But they're all very pleased to get back to work on the, well, I shouldn't really say.
Sebastien looks nervously around and then clears his throat.
Just trust me that they're very pleased. And it's due to you. Good job.
All right, let's get out of here. We'll talk to you later, Sebastien. Thank you so much for your service. Really appreciate it. Well, tell you what, we might as well swing by the local 7-Eleven out here, also called the Hegemony Military Base Size 5. Contact reputation is important for modded content. Man, I haven't really paid attention to it, so I mean, I guess that's good to hear. Yeah. Topographical data we did pick up. I guess it would have been better if I sold it on the black market. That's a big chunk getting taken out of it. But I'm lazy and I don't care at this point. So there it is. Let's keep moving. Yeah. Can you wiggle the bunny ears? Yes, absolutely, Tosco. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There you go. Yeah. Hopefully that helped you out there. Yeah. And welcome. Happy Thursday. All right, so let's continue on. We're going to is it Isira? Isira. That's where we're going. Mission given by Provost. Find Scylla Caruz. A former academician of the Galatia Academy went into hiding after the hegemony crackdown on hyperspace experimentation. Search the Isira system for Scylla Caruz. Talk to people who may be involved in hiding her, and search for signs of her research. So we have to go to the Persians, yeah? Oh, I'm glad. Always here to make the giggle, yeah? Multifunctional neurohelm. Yeah, lots of function. Nice. So we actually finished our orbital station over at, well, it's the Dig Dug bun now, not the Trans-Pluto bun, because I was totally wrong in the naming. Is anyone actually attacking us? I'm noticing whenever I see pop-ups like Pirate Raid, I don't think that's for us, but I just want to double check. These values haven't changed. Blowback's changed a little bit. We are climbing towards 600, and they are saying that we have extreme danger. I don't know what that means, but I assume that means people are not too pleased at the fact that we keep playing whack-a-mole with all of the representatives in our system, yeah? What's our colony like? Right now, I believe we started with just basic farming, and then we did some tech mining because we had extensive ruins on our Terran world. And then I just made a second colony, which is definitely not making a profit, in order to do basic mining. So that's all we got going on right now. You can get rid of the path with something in your cargo holds. Oh, yes? Ooh, pirate trade convoy. Oh, are you talking about the planet killer? Wait, can we blow them up? I will gladly blow up the Luddic path. I think that is a great use of this stuff. Pirate trade convoy. Oh, they're going to have a bad day. This should be... You know what? Screw it. Send it all. I don't even care. Yeah, send whoever we got. Full assault. Let's do this. Okay, so EMP. Here come the bunnies. There's Thrake. Panzerbun on the left side. Old Slot and Anakitas right in echelon. Thrake's beginning with the resonators. There goes the beams, and there goes the dark, hungry energy.
Some like to call it the demon.
Oh, look, that guy can't move. Wow, it's like a pop, like some kind of a proverbial, yeah, blemish or something. He's a blemish in space. That's what he is. All right, are we? Yeah, we're still moving. Okay, let's just zip that through. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the bunnies are just going to. Yep, Thrake's leading the way. See, Thrake's like a giant omen right now. He's like a big, fast, fat omen. I don't know about fat. More like, yeah, aggressive berserker omen is what he is. Yeah, excellent. Ship recovery, continue. Pick through the wreckage. Take what's left. Take the pirates out of our teeth, so to speak. And let's move on to Asira. Perfect. Always like targets of opportunity in order to get us the good stuff. All right, so we're heading over to a Persian. Are they called the Persian what? Persian League. So we're in the Perseus sector, right? And this is the Persian League. I actually never read about them. What's their deal? An alliance formed to counter hegemony domination of the sector. Oh, okay. Members of the League do not necessarily agree on all issues, domestic or otherwise, and may even come into armed conflict with one another. But the League is united when it comes to the hegemony they consider to be illegitimately enforcing martial law in the name of the domain, a dead political entity. The League, by its laws, unites against other external threats like particularly meddlesome megacorporations, Tritakian, warlords, and the Ludic Path. The Persian League is not intrinsically egalitarian or for individual freedom as such. The purpose of the League is freedom of the constituent polities, with any matters of internal politics of those polities to be left to their own devices. While the domain might have intervened against the domestic policies of the worlds it ruled, the League specifically forbids such intervention. And they're, surprisingly, with all of this focus on freedom, I thought that they'd be okay with recreational drugs and harvested organs, but interesting. Interesting. Fair enough. To each their own. All right, so we have arrived. We are getting repaired. Is there anything we want to dump off before maybe things go horribly, horribly wrong? I'll buy all of your fuel. We've got plenty of supply. And I guess if I were to sell anything, it would just be excess weight in the form of the metals for now. Like that. And I guess I'll also sell the heavy armaments. And then we shall continue. Yeah, imagine how bad the reality disruptor would be if it had friendly fire. Oh, God, no. I honestly don't know how it works. It's all magic to me, and I'm glad that it's got the bunny magic. My goodness. Hey, Savax, high five. Happy Thursday. All right, let's see if anyone knows anything about Miss Scylla. The comms resolve to show Archon Mimas sitting stiffly.
Channel clear? Go ahead.
I'm looking for Scylla Carouse.
Oh?
The Archon's eyes flick off to one side and then back to you.
I don't think I've heard of her,
she says, asserting a placid tone of bureaucratic impatience.
You know there's a public communications directory for this sort of thing, Captain?
Well, do you know anything about the Galatia incident?
Yes, actually. Recent events in the Galatia system, right? Dangerous what the Academy got up to, and while they deserve reprimand, the hegemony reacted with typical overreach.
A note of indignation enters her speech. Wow. It's kind of cool because that aligns with the description that we read of the Persian League. So that's kind of cool. Scylla? What's Scylla? Yeah.
The Persian League filed a complaint in the Interfactional Dispute Council. Did you hear? We don't expect much to come of it, but someone has to say something, right?
The name site. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I understand. So, how do I put this? I apologize if bunnies have certain ways that they would like something read. I've kind of tried to curtail my own instinct to say Galatia, because I like how that sounds, honestly, and I don't think it's completely incorrect. But I know the bunnies, they like to hear Galatia, or that's what I've been told. And I know in the past when it came to like Menace, I completely stopped saying a first name for I forget his name now. I called him Mr. Sink after one stream, and I never stopped because even though I didn't think that I was saying it incorrectly. People didn't like how I was saying the first name. So in this case, I'm going to continue to say Scylla, but if it's too much for the bunnies to hear, then I will just say Ms. Caruso. And then that way we can continue with the story. So it's more of like, I'm not trying to, upset anybody or anything like that. You say it too. Yeah, that's how I would normally say it, but I'm trying to remember and then do this translation in my head as I'm reading it live because I haven't seen it before. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So I just did, to the paragraph, yeah.
Yes, actually. Recent events in the Glacier system, right? Dangerous what the Academy got up to, and while they deserve reprimand, the hegemony reacted with typical overreach.
A note of indignation enters her speech.
The Persean League filed a complaint in the Interfactional Dispute Council, did you hear? We don't expect much to come of it, but someone has to say something, right?
The Archon examines you for a moment and then says,
Why do you ask?
Well, I'm looking for Ms. Caruso. She was involved.
This again?
The Archon's eyes flick off to one side and then back to you.
Like I told you before, there is a public comms directory. This is outside the purview of my office.
Well, that was not so fruitful. I guess I could call her again, or I could, go to the bar maybe? Does anyone... Oh, here we go. You can go to the bar and talk to people, yeah? Oh, you don't... Oh, here. I don't want you to... So... I don't mean to make a big deal of this, so I apologize if it seems like that. I just wanted to explain myself, and that I'm not ignoring the request, if that makes sense, yeah. So you don't have to be sorry, and I don't want you to be sorry. It's just, I guess I probably won't remember because I'm reading it live, so there's this delay in my brain. Does this make sense? There's a delay in my brain where sometimes I'll say something or I'll process information as to there's someone I've never heard of before and a name. I need to remember. I try to remember who they are, what their voice was like, where they're coming from, what their thoughts are, whether they're angry. Maybe I'm reading ahead visually about them being indignant all of a sudden. So I try to do my best live to figure out. There's a lot of stuff I'm processing. And so I'm just trying to explain that I don't mean disrespect if I don't remember the request to say a word a specific way. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to be sorry, is basically what I'm saying. You have nothing to be sorry about. All right, anyway, not trying to make a big deal about it, yeah? You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. As you enter the bar, you sense a lively tension between the crews from across the League worlds. Dour Kazaronians in fine uniforms drink spirits while proud but pour Myasurans down pints of rice beer. Oh, that sounds nice. A crew of Tillians trade rounds and boasts with a couple of Zaganian bridge officers who are making a poor example of Luddic temperance. Glowing displays show media feeds from all the worlds of the League, and their speakers contribute to a dull roar of human white noise. It's a shot in the dark, but you could try asking if anyone here knows anything about Ms. Caruso. A couple technicians are griping about strange transmissions interfering with nav transponders. A rough-looking veteran spacer with cybernetic eyes seems to be staring intently at you. It's a little bit unnerving. Ask around about Ms. Caruso. You ask around about the missing academician buying moderately priced drinks to lubricate the flow of information. This is a spacer bar after all, and those spacers try to look out for one another. You're finding little in the way of leads. Mostly shrugs and apologies.
I'm sorry you're having trouble finding your friend,
says an off-shift dock worker in a utilitarian vac-suit liner.
I shall pray for your reunion.
Wait, are you some kind of pather? The dock worker's expression shuts down instantly.
I am not a pather, sir. I do follow the teachings of the Church of Galactic Redemption, and I'd thank you not to make bigoted assumptions. We are not all fanatics and terrorists.
They stand leaving an untouched drink.
Blessings of Lud be upon all souls, both large and small,
they say, and stomp away. Oh, well, I overstepped, it appears, yeah? No worries, my pleasure. Always a pleasure to have the bunnies here. Hey, Sally boy, good to see you. High five. And happy Thursday. So, I don't think, well, I guess maybe some other people know. I could try going back to the commander. It did still have a point of contact there. Yeah, Andre, good to see you. High five. He's a pather. We just call it out as it is, yeah? So far, so good, Andre. Hopefully you're doing well and happy Thursday. All right, I'm gonna contact Mimus, and hopefully she's not gonna be too pissed. Go ahead, cut the comm link. Okay, never mind. No, she don't want to talk. So I guess I will talk to some of the other inhabitants here in the bar. Ask the veteran spacer what he is looking at.
Hey, it ain't nothing. I'm just reading my mail.
He growls back, then laughs and taps his temple.
Swear I'll never get proper use to these things.
Offer to apologize for the misunderstanding by buying him a drink. The old space hand opens up as one drink turns to 2 or 3, and he tells stories of old injuries that he's earned, including that of his lost eyes.
Us 2 survivors from that mission. Me and the pilot, lucky bastards, we 2. It all began when he was hired onto the salvage fleet trawling decivilized systems outside the core worlds. Our loot was good. Any brigand they couldn't fight, they could flee. Then the officers found something new in a data cache. Rumors flew among the crew or told nothing, as the fleet suddenly left a rich asteroid belt make for the outer system jump point.
He already made a mistake. He wasn't actually saying all that. Then the officers found something new in a data cache. Rumors flew among the crew, who were told nothing, as the fleet suddenly left a rich asteroid belt to make for the outer system jump point. They fared 2 hyperspace storms before arriving at a distant star system. There they found a planet, all shining and red.
Hey, it weren't anything natural. It's all shapes, angles, glowing like plasma. That's truth.
He says quietly.
I've seen gates, sure. Orbital works big as you like. Ain't never seen anything domain-made glow like that across a whole planet's face. Not anything that weren't a weapon, I mean. While we were gawking, prox alarm goes and it's battle stations.
He continues. Hostile ships came fast upon the salvage fleet, flitting with agility, belying advanced technology. They had equally advanced weapons too, and with those they attacked with no mercy.
It weren't pirates, nor military.
Here the spacer loses his cheer at a good story.
Blood's hells. I swear to you it weren't anything human.
The spacer explains that just he and the pilot got away in an escape pod which was only mostly malfunctioning.
Miracle wasn't that I fixed it, it's that they could thaw enough of me out at the end of it for me to keep living. You call this living?
Aw, where was the system with a red planet? You emphasize your interest in the subject by having the spacer's drink refreshed. He shakes his head.
Captain, I wouldn't wish my fate on you or anyone. Besides, I have no idea.
A pause, then.
Umbriel Petra would. That's the pilot.
He finally admits. The old spacer tells you that Umbriel did not live the experience in such stride as himself and has taken to drinking themselves senseless in semi-retirement on Yaset.
Some folks, I don't think they react well to the emergency cryopods. Like a bit of the brain still froze up, not coming back.
You consider a trip to Yaset to see if you can get the exact location of this mysterious planet with its unknown technology. You also realize the old spacer has fallen asleep in his seat, cybernetic eyes blanked out, in standby. Honestly, I mean, I'm glad he can sleep. This sounds really interesting, though. I'm really curious. What is this game came here first time when you were playing Warhammer 3? This is Starsector. So Starsector is not available on Steam. As far as I'm aware, it's made by a dev named Alex, and he's been making it for a long time. It's in 0.98 release, and it's kind of like an X4 combat-focused exploratory looter, shooter, fleet management, colony management beast of a game. If that makes sense. It's pretty darn awesome. It's pretty darn awesome. And I've just been recently addicted, so I'm a convert. Leave the old spacer to his rest. Well, I guess we'll ask the technician about what's going on. The station technicians in grungy... I don't know... Lasai? Well, that kind of reads like... You know how Braille? Braille is... You say Braille, right? And that's B-R-A-I-L-L-E. So maybe it's LaSalle. How about that? C being... You know, or I don't think Lycale makes sense. So the station technicians in grunging LaSalle habitat jumpsuits respond well to your offer to buy them around and listen to their troubles. You mentioned having had comms disruption in an ion storm once and asked what sort of trouble that they're having.
I mean, it's strange,
says the big one.
There's no real pattern to it. Every few shifts it just goes zap. Lots of noise coming up some of the orbital beacons. Bossman makes us go out and check the beacon, and it's just nothing. A lot of fooling around for no reason, I say. No Iron Storm either, we'd know that.
says the smaller partner.
Ain't no natural, was it?
Well, what do you think it is then?
Ghosties.
Says the big one, eyes wide. The smaller one sighs and mumbles under their breath.
Let's sake.
The big one looks annoyed.
No, let me tell it. I told you I would not run your ear about it anymore. But the captain here asked nicely.
Yes. Please, go on, sir.
It's all them people that died in Groombridge when the reactor went critical.
The big one says.
No, not when critical, was made critical, 'cause it was murder. They got no police, see? 'Cause it wasn't a clean death, and there is no justice. So they're calling out for somebody to help. That's what it is. A signal from Groombridge.
The small one speaks up quietly.
Can't know that.
How do you know the interference is even coming from Groombridge?
Directional receiver.
The big one looks proud.
Yeah, but
The small one interjects.
I gotta remind you to reset the alignment origin on that thing half the time when we're out checking bacons. Noise could be from anywhere, could be anything. Some pulsar or something.
Well, I thought you said it wasn't a natural source.
Well, no.
The small one sputters.
I'm just saying as an example. Anyway,
They check their datapad.
we gotta get back on ship, bottoms up.
The techs finish their drinks, give you their regards, and head out. You don't find their mixture of work and intemperance particularly reassuring, but maybe there's something weird going on at Groombridge Habitat, if someone really is sending secret encrypted signals. So I guess we've got like some rumors, and we've got a direction, but nothing on Miss Caruso, it would appear, yeah? Sounds pretty awesome when I hear shooter, colony, and space. Shooter, colony, and space, for sure. All right, well, it seems like... So they don't want to talk to us, right? Oh, we're back again? Comms open, state your request. Well, I talked about Caruso before, and she didn't particularly enjoy that. When I asked about the Galatia incident, they did say that they did. I'm curious if I have to approach it from a different angle, right? So last time I asked about the incident, I said I was looking for Ms. Caruso, and then she shut down. So if I say, do you think something like that could happen here?
Of course not.
She says curtly.
I'm kept informed of all major industrial and research projects in the system, and the pirates.
The last word spoken with a tone of some annoyance.
They aren't capable of anything truly catastrophic unless another warlord shows up. But that's why we pay our share to the Persean League Armamentarium.
The Archon sits up straighter.
So I assure you, Bunnyman, you have nothing to worry about while doing business on LaSalle Habitat.
Gosh darn it, that name is going to trip me up every time. Well, good to know. I'll rest easy,
Glad to be of service.
she says sharply. And then if I say I'm looking for Ms. Caruso, she'll shut down. Fair enough. Fair enough. And when I go to the bar, nothing. Okay, well, if I leave... What if I turn off my transponder? Obviously, they're not going to like that. You need to turn on your transponder to engage in legitimate trade or come in undetected to trade on the black market. Okay. If I talk to other people, do they know anything? No ship by that name has come through. I'm not looking for a ship, it's a person. You'll want to query the station's public comm directory. How'd I get to that? The public comm directory. Open the comm directory, it's here, but I don't see them here. I'm looking for the same person. Written orders. What is it? More black boxes to deliver. I told you this before. If anything goes wrong during intrastation transport of Lord knows what, you people are stowing away in your secret warehouse, it'll be my head in the airlock. I'll be back. What's this about a secret warehouse? Oh boy. The quartermaster looks at you almost apologetically. Not with that crew, huh? Good. You should have received customs and terraforms automatically. Do you have any supplies? Yeah, negative. Okay, what about the station commander? Looking for Ms. Caruso. I don't know anyone by that name. If this query does not concern station business, I'm going to become very disappointed. It's very important. Station commander holds up his hand to stop you before you can even lay the groundwork. Wonderful story, I'm sure. Unfortunately, I'm very busy. Between pathers, pirates, imaginative, independent operators, few resources given to me by the League are stretched very thinly. Cut the comm link, yeah. So, tell you what, 1 cent Panzer. Let's turn this back on. Yep, I know. I just turned it back on right now. Thank you very much. Transponders on, gentlemen. All right, well, if I take a look around system, let's stop by the local pirates. I'm curious if they've heard anything. I know they're not marked on the quest, but we can at least take a gander as I strike in every asteroid around. Zip on in. Take a gander. We can hire an officer. We can talk to a shady character. Yeah, they don't know anything. Go to the bar. Ask about Ms. Caruso. Okay, let's see. You ask around about the missing academician. Buying moderately priced drinks to lubricate the flow of information. We've heard this before. A shady character at the bar wearing an expensive but worn-looking coat accepts your drink.
They think you're the sector's dumbest undercover cop, you know. But I know you're not.
She takes a long sip.
A cop, that is. I saw your fleet come in. Ran some queries. It's my business, you know.
And what business exactly is that?
Knowing things. Selling that knowledge.
Then I've come to the right person.
Problem is, I've sold that knowledge, and my customer might take issue if I were to distribute it without respect for our understanding of the exclusive utility of that knowledge. My customer's very important around here, if you catch my meaning. Now, if you were to approach that customer directly to work something out, you might come away with something useful.
Well, doesn't that cut you out of the loop? What about your profit? She shrugs.
It's long-term planning, you see. If you show up asking questions, it confirms my customer made a wise purchase. Comes up they need to find something out, they come back to me. Long-term planning, my friend. That's the difference between these deadbeat pirate lackeys and myself. I'm going to big places.
Well, thanks for the tip. Enjoy your drink. Well, who's the customer, though? I guess is the question. Approach the man smoking in the dark corner. A burning narcotic stick catches your eye. A tough-looking woman in power armor. I highly doubt she's the one looking for it. If I were to head out, go to the comm directory and just reach around. I'm looking for Ms. Caruso. Might know someone by the name, might not. Why should I tell you? Let's talk about credits. I'm one of you because Warlord Kanta said so. Well, what about credits? You have my attention. If you come up with 37,000, I should help you out. Okay, fine.
You've got a way with words, you know that?
Ultra Sonari says with a conspiratorial smile, flashing gold teeth.
Very persuasive. I may have heard something from someone. It's my business, right, knowing who's making the moves in the Osiris system, and to whom.
She leans close to the comms pickup and speaks quietly.
Word is the Persian League started asking a lot of questions about someone named Caruso, and that was because the Hegemony started asking around first.
And
then just about all at once, the League snitches all stopped asking about Caruso. That tells me it looks like someone found who they were looking for. It also tells me they're not a real experienced operation. Leave it to the League, right? Appointing officers by influence more than ability, I'd never abide by that. Anyway, shortly after that, a unit of top pay-grade League agents fresh from Kazaran set up shop on LaSalle Habitat. Now, being a curious individual and a friend of the friendless, I was on the lookout for a League crackdown on our legitimate business operations, but it did not come. Just the same old, same old. So what are those spies doing on LaSalle?
I ask myself.
I paid a real professional surveillance contractor, and they got me a list of names, rented properties, and schedule of activity. Looks like they've got some fancy safe house set up.
The pirate boss taps a datapad and your comms ping to alert you to an incoming file.
You've bought yourself a copy of the data, my friend.
You've now received data on the Persian League intelligence operation on LaSalle Habitat, I'll say. Well, thank you so much. Well, that's super helpful. I can use that as leverage most likely. I'm going to want to turn that back on, and we're going to head back to the habitat and see if maybe we have more opportunities available to us now that we know something's going on. I know. I didn't have my transponder on for a second. All over us. Well, let's see. Open comm directory. If I go here, it's still the same deal. Take a shuttle down to visit a dockside bar. Military option is not going to do it. I don't want to launch a raid, but I do want to go to wherever the secret facility is. Do I need to actually... I highly doubt that it's located in my inventory. And if I were to take a look at important and go here, does it tell me anything new? It doesn't. Search The system for Ms. Caruso. Talk to people who might be involved in hiding her and search for signs of her research. Well, I guess signs of her research could be what I'm looking for instead of actually, you know, talking to people and hearing about her. But I'll try one more time just because they've got the exclamation here, just to see if Mimus says anything. Galatia incident, looking for the lady. Doesn't want to talk about it the moment I say something, yeah. And then if I go to the bar, no one there to talk to. So that's that. And we're not going to launch a raid against this place. And if I talk to anybody else, they don't really seem to know anything. So, interesting. Okay. Well, let's think. There's a gate. There's a picket. There's a convoy. I guess last time we were looking for Ms. Caruso, she had probes. So I'm curious if I can, like, ping out and find any sort of probes as a sign of her work. I don't know. So maybe we'll just kind of do a quick fly around. There's a comm relay here. We'll go and ping out again. I may be stupid right now, but what do you mean with X4? Is X4 a word for saying it's the best game? So I can say this game is X4. X4 is a game. It's like a space sandbox game. It's called the base game's called X4 Foundations. They've got, I think they're just hitting 9.0 right now, like version 9. Big overhaul. It's really expansive. You can get right on the bridge of things, stuff like that. So it's kind of a gold standard for sandbox games in space. So obviously there's like 4X, which is different, and then there's X4, which is the title of the video game itself. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. Let's head way out to the frozen world and just keep pinging as I ram into the asteroids, but don't really care. Although I might if it gets kind of expensive to repair. All right, ping out. Negatory. No contact here. Wow, I didn't think I'd be going around. It's probably not the way to do it. What about the abandoned station out here? There's a Groombridge habitat. That's what the bar was talking about. I didn't even know it was here. I guess we can swing on by as a side mission. The station's primary reactor has become stuck in the dirtiest possible failure mode. Considering standard safety mechanism, this can only be the result of intentional sabotage. Your radiation counter ticks away impatiently. Search the station for the source of the mysterious signals. You assemble your senior officers to discuss the matter of secret comms bursts directed at the Asira system. A preliminary scan of the Groombridge habitat rotates slowly in the hull projector's display.
Why here? I mean, rhetorically speaking.
Your nav officer says.
The only reason to relay signals from here to LaSalle is if your signals were coming from a hidden hypercom relay.
Oh, this may be related, actually. Interesting. I thought it was a side thing, but this actually might be related. Your comms officer raises a hand and at your nod speaks.
It's unconventional, but Groombridge is uninhabited, so no one would complain about hyperwave wash.
Your ops chief speaks next.
Well, the reactor's shooting reds like it is. No one would look too close. There are no scavengers.
I mean, if there was a hypercom relay here, how would we even find it?
Rad armored drones?
Your ops chief says.
One-way trip. If a relay's in there, it'd have a damn strong rad shield, so we'll know what to look for.
We'll do it. Send them. At the turn of the next shift, the armored drones are prepared, and your ops chief oversees their deployment. You follow their progress through the projection of Groombridge habitat, filling in fuzzy volumes, shielded from your scans or too radioactive to get a good read, with sharp detail. An anomalous shielded mass is found soon enough in a damaged work bay in close proximity to the deadly core of the station. Tech and comms begin discussing how to breach and hack that relay. Your ops chief growls an interruption.
Look, if I were them, I'd rig it to blow if it got looked at funny.
The other officers just go quiet. Sensor speaks up.
We just have to intercept an in-system signal, right? Assuming it's typecast, we could deploy a cloud of detectors?
Your ops chief looks at your sensor officer and sighs. Make it so. Within hours of establishing a makeshift detection cloud, the relay sends a comms squirt. The whiff of an outbound signal is projected by your navigator on your flagship bridge main holo display. The line points toward LaSalle habitat. Not quite, but close enough. Maybe a relay in close orbit. Aha! This is the sort of tech Caruso is familiar with. And even if it is arguably circumstantial, it's weird enough of a setup that you can probably scare the authorities at LaSalle with a revelation. Ghosties indeed. With multiple pieces of evidence, you feel confident that you have sufficient leverage to confront authorities at LaSalle Habitat about Ms. Caruso. It's time to talk to the Archon of LaSalle Habitat. Oh, I had no idea that this was like an investigative sort of mission out here. So we were gathering clues, it seems. Yeah. Has HB touched X4? Oh, yes. Yes, I have. And I got addicted to that too. It was great. We even played Star Wars Interworlds. There's if you go to the HBFT_gaming YouTube channel, if you go under the playlists, we've got X4 playthroughs there. Let's go to the comm directory and talk back to the Archon. Okay, let's talk again. Look, I know that Caruso is on this station, and I can freaking prove it. The Archon freezes up, stammering.
Of course,
Now is the time to drive it home. What inconvenient truth will you reveal to the Archon? Tell the Archon about the secret hypercom relay on Groombridge Station. As you upload sensor readings and the scans recorded by rad-hardened drones, you explain to Archon Mimus what they show. That you discovered a secret hypercommunication relay in the derelict Groombridge habitat, and it's been sending periodic transmissions to a repeater close to LaSalle Habitat. Someone has been talking without using official channels. The Archon goes pale.
I was told that it'd all be above board. If they're keeping secrets from me, there's no telling what they could be doing.
You nod. The Archon shakes her head.
How could this happen? They said there'd be no wild experiments.
Tell the Archon you know about the League's intel operation here. You explain to Archon Mimus you have full documentation of the organizational chart, the budget, the watch schedule of a League fleet intel operation on LaSalle. There's even a line item for a safe house, and it all aligns suspiciously close to the cessation of a fleet intel search for Ms. Caruso. You forward the documents you received to drive the point home that you have everything on this sloppy operation by throwing a few credits around in system. You hint at what a Pather cell could do with this info, and the Persean League does not seem to be taking LaSalle Habitat security very seriously at all. The Archon clenches her jaw and says under her breath,
They assured me there'd be no problems. They promised.
Then let me see Caruso. You don't know the Persean League anything.
I'm under strict orders. I mean to keep intelligence matters of the Persean League, but policy secrets...
Archon Mimus sounds defeated. She's a free citizen of the League. Does that mean nothing? Orders from Kazaron? Well, I can see who really runs LaSalle. Wow. Oh, there we go. Well, I don't know. She seems somewhat idealistic. I think I'll play the free citizen bit. Look, she's a free citizen of the League. Does that mean nothing to you?
Look, we value our freedom here as much as... No, we value it more than those tin-pot plutocrats from Kazaron.
The Archon sputters.
LaSalle is free and proud. And by the stars, that means something here. Even if you don't see it and...
Her face starts turning red.
They say don't ask questions. They say League defense need to know we got a handle on it. Do they? With this whole mess set to explode?
Archon Mimus closes her eyes and takes several deep breaths and then meets your gaze and says,
You're right. I've been letting those Kazaronian spies push me around, push LaSalle around. Lord it over us with a security clearance dross. I've let down what it means to be the Salian.
Say nothing. The Archon's voice steadies with a cold rage that's been building for many cycles.
But we are better than that. We need to show them who LaSalle really belongs to, not a bunch of Kazaron gen babies tracking dirt onto our fine station. Bunny Man, take a shuttle. Meet me at the executive docking ring. Let's go see Miss Caruso.
The Archon does not await your reply before she pounds the comm disconnect. You're left staring at the spinning crest of LaSalle Habitat's Executive Council. All right, we found him. Get him, Archon. Get us right. Maybe a bad comparison. Looking at have you live into this kind of game? Have you tried Baldur's Gate or Divinity? I've definitely tried Baldur's Gate. I love Baldur's Gate. I tried Divinity Original Sins 1 and 2 just on the side. For some reason, it didn't click to me. Not the way that Baldur's Gate did. But then again, I was a huge fan of Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Om, so... You know, maybe that has something to do with it. But good question. So we're going to meet the Archon and visit that safe house. You step off your shuttle to meet the grim-faced Archon Mimus and her entourage. You're introduced to the other 6 members of the LaSalle Executive Council. The Archon assures you of their full support, though a surreptitious eye roll by one of the council members in the back suggests the Archon's enthusiasm is not shared by all. Archon Mimus speaks a quiet word into her comm band, and a small squad of diversely equipped LaSalle militia appears.
Captain, let's go see that safe house,
she says, and turns to lead your party toward a station transport shaft. The safe house is a low-rent commercial warehouse in a medium security volume of this station ring. The thin bulkheads leave you just within earshot of the thudding bass of the Twilt Entertainment concourse and a couple sections over. As a score of officials and station militia approach the entrance of the safe house, a standard cargo lock, a trio of lounging League agents leap to their feet. The station Archon strides forward and, channeling all of the resentment that you stoked, harangues the League agents for endangering the station, stomping on the rights of League citizenry, and above all, gross incompetence. The young Kazaronian agent in command wipes a drop of sweat from their forehead.
Archon, we got this. League security demands...
No, you don't got this. This operation is riddled with leaks.
The Archon glances briefly at you.
And your meltdown of an operation is a direct threat to our security. LaSalle Habitat is exerting its sovereign right in the matter as of now, with the full support of the Executive Council.
The League agent lowers their wavering pistol, and at that, the flanking agents lose the strength of their composure. The Archon takes the agent's pistol, checks safety, and then shoves the agent away, leading you to the airlock. The control panel gives way to executive override codes, and the Archon motions for you to pass through the armored doorway. Wow, she really picked up her courage there. My God. Go for the eyes, boo! Yes. A woman stands before you, holding a datapad, looking quizzically at the newcomers. You look around the dark space, taking in the shadowy equipment racks, humming machines, and cargo crates. A small zero-G-style ham pod in the corner must be her domestic space. Scylla Carews, I presume.
Yes, that's me,
she says cautiously.
And Archon Mimus? This is unexpected. To what do I owe the honor?
The Archon nods toward you.
Captain HBFT, who has a way of poking around in other people's business. Now it's your turn.
All right, well, I have a message for you, Ms. Carews. Archon Mimus eyes you, a non-verbal inquiry about whether she's intruding, and concludes that she definitely is.
I'll let you two speak privately. Citizen Carews, I am informing you that you are now under the direct protection of the LaSalle Executive Council. We shall ensure your safety on this station, and...
She casts a glance back at the League agents.
And ensure your right to freedom of movement as per the Persian League Charter.
As if just remembering its existence, the Archon slips the League agent's pistol into her belt, nods, and steps toward the ongoing shouting match back in the airlock.
Baird wants me back, doesn't she?
Carews crosses her arms. Give her Baird's message on your datapad. You pass the datapad to Carews, and she takes it to a chair set at a workstation a few meters away, activating a privacy field that dulls the sound and blurs her image. You hear muffled speech. Baird's tone is unmistakable. The indistinct outline of Carews is still, well, listening. Then, when Baird's speech ends, it slumps in the chair as if all will had been drained away. A couple minutes later, the privacy field collapses, and Carews emerges. She looks very tired. She hands the datapad back to you and says,
I'll come with you.
What did Baird tell you? Carews looks at you with eyes hardened and gives an ironic half smile.
Baird always gets her way, didn't you know?
Well, I guess let's go then.
Okay, but I need...
Carews looks over her workbench's computing array and projects in various states of completion.
My things.
You inform her that you have a special team that's well practiced in moving delicate scientific equipment. In fact, you'll introduce her to your ops chief to make arrangements right now. Within the hour, with the full cooperation of the LaSalle Executive Council and the station quartermaster, you have Ms. Carews and her equipment packed and transported to your fleet. Next stop, Galatia Academy Station. Baird always gets her way. Oh my God. I have to say, like, Provost Baird is scary. I have a feeling she's seriously, I mean, she just blackmails everybody. She's got dirt on everyone. I mean, being independent as a faction doesn't really mean that you're, you know, clean. It just means you're not beholden to maybe specific alignments. And she seems to be a real master at definitely not being aligned with what seems to be wholesome or proper. Let's just put it that way. My God. All right, well, we're heading back to Galatia Academy, and we'll see how this pans out now that we have the very, very valuable researcher here, this academician Caruth. So full speed, we're turning off the transponder. Off we go. Small detail, very easy to miss. You visit the station later, you'll find the station archon room. Oh, really? Very interesting. Nice call, Mr. Gamer. I'm curious what that implies. Like she's been taken out, they get moved to another smaller. Wow. That is sick. That is sick. Thanks for sharing. That is crazy. What a cool world building thing. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's really, really cool. Your fleet is interrupted in the middle of a standard approach sequence instead of the usual traffic control chatter. Your flagship receives a communication request directly from the office of the Provost.
Captain?
Reports your comms officer.
She wants to speak with you.
Open a channel. The image of Provost Anahita Baird appears.
Captain, it's good to see you return, finally. But bring her by shuttle.
She says.
Directly to this docking port.
A chime signals the receipt of navigation instructions and docking codes.
I will meet you there.
The comm line shuts off. Kazaronian politics don't mess around. Sure sounds like it. You step off the shuttle, thrusters clicking as they cool. I just want to say this is the first time that you kind of got like a cross merging of so many characters at the same time. And take a look at this. You've got good old Alvis here, 100 out of 100 with us. Anahita Baird, I think we got like 2 or 5 rep. And then Miss Caruth, we just met her. So kind of interesting that they actually brought all of that together. That's cool. You step off the shuttle, thrusters clicking as they cool, followed by Ms. Caruth. The scientist was quiet on the brief shuttle ride, which has returned her to Galatia Academy Station after her time in hiding. As promised, Provost Baird is waiting with a small group of masked guards and senior advisors. Academician Sebastien waves as her gaze drifts over him.
It is so good to have you back with us, Scylla.
Wave back to Sebastien. Caruth nods to Baird's. Sebastien smiles widely as you wave back. Baird is intent on Caruth and makes no acknowledgement. Oh, that's cool. If you wave to Alvis, your rep goes up. Caruth nods to Baird's words, though occupies herself with examining the reception lounge.
It hasn't changed much,
she says. Something in this does not please the Provost, you think.
Well,
says Baird.
I believe you'll find that quite a lot has changed. Academician Alvis Sebastien, please come forward. Thank you. I understand that you knew Miss Caruth back...
At his vigorous nod, she says.
Yes, of course.
Sebastien begins to welcome Caruth, shaking her hand and asking about her trip. Caruth raises an eyebrow at the question and Baird interrupts.
There will be time for that later, Alvis. Please show the newly reinstated academician Caruth to her quarters. Then show her the new laboratory.
Baird pauses, seeming to examine Caruth for a response, but Scylla simply bows her head slightly in acknowledgement without even meeting Baird's eyes.
Scylla, I hope you can thrive here. Again, please go with Alvis, and keep an open mind.
Baird says. With a sigh, Baird turns from them to you.
Captain, thank you for finding her and bringing her home.
The Provost watches the two leave the receiving lounge, starting to chat. Caruth finally starting to smile.
With Miss Caruth, we can begin it all again.
Baird holds up a hand to indicate an adjoining transport pod.
Let us remove to a more suitable setting for the continuation of our discussion.
Board the transport pod. Alvis chill like that. Yeah, he is. Baird seems to study the passing conduits and vistas visible through the pod's bay windows, lost in thought. The silence grows, and you find that this may be an opportunity to ask something of the Provost without interrupting one of her lectures. She don't like you, does she? Always asking the important questions. I don't care about what the Persian League thinks. I care about what Ms. Caruso thinks, yeah? How's the Persian League? Okay, ALV. Okay, high five. Happy Thursday. She don't like you, does she? Baird looks at you for a very long moment. You think you see something new. Something almost like emotional damage. No, I'm kidding. Emotional damage, no emotional pain.
Scylla, she never appreciated the gifts the Academy, offered her. It's how she was raised, perhaps. Her insubordination was indulged. It became habitual. But with time, when she sees what we accomplish, maybe her higher sense of rationality will win out. I know she is capable of it.
Baird turns, staring forward and sets her jaw. Well, I don't think the Persian League will be happy to lose Caruso.
Some among their ranks, yes.
A hint of smile forms on Baird's face.
But others can see that this is the best way forward. The League cannot pool the best and brightest from the entire sector. The Galatia Academy can. They don't have the theoretical research, experimentation infrastructure that we do, and it's all practical matters with their fleet armamentarium. Weapons, warships, heavy industry, and doling out contracts to Gen's allies. Furthermore, some factions within the League could not call an open vote on a matter so delicate as this. We merely resolve their political questions by other means.
The Provost tips her head toward you, acknowledging your role. Through the silence, you can almost hear Baird thinking. The transport pod hisses to a halt, and you feel the subtle shift of aircraft fields. You step off and note that this seems to be a back entrance, which allows Baird to avoid the waiting room full of important people unused to being told to wait. You follow Provost Baird into her office, and the doors close with a notable absence of sound. She motions you to a seat in front of her desk.
First,
she says,
you ought to be compensated for your fine work recovering a valuable asset.
Baird unlocks her desk interface and enters some commands. Your personal data pad pings. In response, you have gained 100,000 credits. Good, now we're talking. All right, I don't care what she is. She's paid us. I feel good. Baird taps at her interface, her face illuminated by a moving image.
She seems to be settling in,
she says, watching. A holo projects into space above her desk. A surveillance feed of a gleaming new physics laboratory. Scylla Caruso is being introduced by Sebastian to various academicians judging by their formal dress, and technicians in various states of protective garb. They look young and eager to begin work. She motions at the image.
We will rebuild what we can from Caruso's independent work and what she can recall, but without the Calatror archive, it'd be inconvenient to recapture certain data sets.
Baird looks up at the proverbial sky.
I expect the Hegemony Ministry of Technology Standards has installed very particular forms of surveillance in place around the Galatia system to avoid being caught flat-footed by another little accident. We dare not interfere directly lest we give them another excuse to meddle. Acquire the Calatror archive, Captain.
Baird says.
And quickly.
She turns away, dismissing you.
It would be premature to speak too much about what I am building toward, but a magnificent breakthrough is growing closer.
You feel the doors open soundlessly behind you, and the mirror mask guard's presence like a slight rise in ambient static electricity. It is time to go. Wow. Okay, well, first of all, wow, what an advancement of the storyline. We're now halfway through all the important stuff. The other main quest is to go very close by to get the Calatror archive in Hegemony space. I would imagine we can do it kind of surreptitiously or kind of secretly, but I don't know. Recently, we've acquired some new technology, and we really want to test that stuff. My God. So let's go ahead and save. Let's save in place. We did a good thing. We're going to swing on by, drop some stuff off at Corvus, and then we're going to head on over and see what we can rustle up over with the Hegemony. So off we go. Man, I have to say, though, oh boy, At first, I kind of was laying it on Ms. Baird because I thought she was super shady. But she actually, the way that they write her, it really sounds like she actually cares. You know what I mean? So maybe I was wrong about her. She's definitely a book, and she's got a cover, and it seems like there's more to the book on the inside. You don't have colonies. I've got technically 1.25 colonies right now. So I actually have 1.25 colonies, so I actually have to pay attention to it from time to time. Yeah, she's just old school. Yeah, she's a traditionalist, it seems. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and arrive. One thing that I've noticed is that when it came to this astral right here, it has not been clearing the degradation. I'm curious if you have to pay to clear it, because we've been flying for a little bit now and nothing's been popping off here. Definitely don't have enough cash. So in a weird sort of way, I almost feel like I should probably deposit this, because I was hoping to just do what I normally did. Well, actually, it's no skin off my back to trail it or behind me. So sure, I'll trail it behind me. I was just thinking that maybe we should be okay. It shouldn't need you to pay to restore. Yeah, it's weird. I'm curious if no, it shouldn't. So I was going to say, I'm curious if you need to have it out of mothballs in order to clear the demods with hull restoration, but that shouldn't be the case because I've done that before. Actually, most of the capital ships that I cleared the demods, I just drug around as I was going around. They were all mothballed. So no, it can be mothballed. I'm almost positive. So maybe I just need to, it's a chance or something. I just got to wait a little longer. Yeah, repairs don't proc on mothballed ships. They seem to, but maybe, okay. I guess, sure. We'll have it out and we'll, maybe it'll work where it wasn't before. Sure, we can do that. It'll just cost us a lot more. That's all. Thank you for pointing it out. I could have sworn it worked before, but maybe I noticed incorrectly. So let's just get that all sorted. We have some space. Excellent. We'll go over to the fleet. I guess we will unmothball it. We're going to require way more resources in order to keep it running, but that's okay. And we'll cheaper the paying repair cost though. Yes, repair the ships. And if we take a look at it now, there she is in all of her unweaponed glory. For the most part, but hopefully it'll now start to become cleaner and more efficient over time. That's the idea. Don't have any fuel to buy here. We've got a little too much metal, but that's generally okay. We can set up different, different satellites and stuff like that. Yeah. Done a lot of manipulating for her work. Very much the ends justify the means. She comes across as cold and uncaring she might be to a degree, but I do think she truly believes the stuff with the gate's only way to save humanity in the Persean sector. Sounds like it. I think I had it wrong about her, so I should probably cut her some freaking slack. Although I do like poking fun at her, I'll be perfectly honest. I do like poking fun at her. It seems to work with her whole deal. Yeah, even get warned later. Oh, about her? Well, I mean, yeah, people don't... I guess I was going to say people don't exactly seem pleased whenever they hear about Baird. They're usually pretty perplexed or perturbed, but at the same time, I almost feel like that's their reaction as a teenager to a parent. Does that make sense? Like she's watching out for them and she's saying like, you need to eat your vegetables. And she's like, if you don't eat your vegetables, I'm going to ground you for 5 years. And they're like, God, I hate mom. It's who warned you. Okay, she's got her flaws, so does everyone in this story. And that's one thing I really, really like. I think they did a really, really good job. They did great. You'll see. Okay, well, let's find out. We're arriving on the second half, the Kalichor Archive. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but we're going over to the Tundra world out here. Repair your ships. You know what? What's kind of cool? If I have to sit in a menu... I remember I had accepted a commission from Tritakian in the past just so I could get access to all their Anubises. That's how I have so many. And when I accepted their commission, I always enjoyed sitting and listening to this music more than I did with the Hegemony. As much as I love the Hegemony ships and all their stuff, I found this to feel so much lighter and cleaner. I think they did a good job with the mood when it came to the different factions. So I like this. It's very chill. Open comms directory, we're talking to, oh yeah, Ryan Arroyo. He was the spy or whatever. I need to remember what they said about him. They gave me tips about Ryan Arroyo and how to handle him. I don't remember them off the top of my head because it was yesterday. Recover the data archive of the Academy's previous provost. Thomas Calichor, which contains the results of failed gate activation experiments. Archive is currently in the ultra-secure data vaults of the Hegemony Ministry of Technology Standards. Go to Aoku Brace in the Hybraseal system and talk to Ryan Arroyo. He's got a relationship with Provost Baird that can be leveraged to compel his cooperation. Yeah, I don't remember what she told me because it was yesterday, so good luck to us. Let's go. He ain't that hard to handle. Actually, very useful contact. He'll be important later. Tritac Market Allied is the best ambient OS. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, excellent. Love it. Your comms officer connects your personal terminal to the local network. You activate the audio suppression field around your command station and enter the comms ID provided to you by Provost Baird. The animated logo of some Tritacian sub-department makes a half rotation before the call is answered.
Arroyo here. Who's talking to me?
Ryan Arroyo looks you over as if examining a starship hull for scratches. He seems to find something he just doesn't quite approve of in you.
Who gave you my comms ID?
He demands. Well, Provost Anahita Baird. For just a moment, you think you see a wave of panic cross Arroyo's face. It's replaced by a cocky grin.
Oh, of course. The Galatia Academy Endowment Fund. How could I forget? Here.
He taps at something in your comms displays, an incoming set of coordinates with the code of a landing beacon.
Take a shuttle down, we can touch base about the fund. Look, I'm sure the Provost has exciting plans and I want to hear all about them.
He lifts his eyes upward for a moment and lowers them again to look directly at you.
In person.
He carries on as if this was all perfectly expected.
You ever been planetside? I mean, it doesn't count if it's just arcologies. Look, I'll give you a tour of my chalet. Spectacular views, you'll love it. See you soon.
He closes the connection before you can even respond. Take a shuttle down to Ryan Arroyo's chalet on the surface. Oh my god, he's got a planet-sized chalet. I'm so jealous. My colony, Hare's Hollow, just has a orbital hab. Oh, and we've got an orbital station that spins really quickly, right round, baby, right round like a record baby. I should tell him all about it. He'll be so impressed. Your shuttle descends into the young atmosphere of Aoku Brace through towering battlements of clouds. A spray of rain is cast over your viewport, and it is wiped clean in a blink by the heat and speed of your descent. The flight path soon deviates from the general approach corridor, which has been ticking off minor use fees from the Tritacian-owned flight control. General volume access fee, priority flight lane fee, service fee, customer satisfaction insurance charge, advertisement bypass fee. You keep swiping the notifications off and focus on the landscape. Oh my god, it sounds horrible. Leaving behind the Tritac arcologies, diamonds growing atop the detritus of tiered slums, over pipelines of steel blue bay, jagged fjords interrupted by ice jams and landslides, up and over a great crumbling escarpment like a black wave that fills the horizon. You cross a landscape of oddly hued tundra spotted with thousands of milky green lakes. A new range of mountains rises on the horizon, torn in half by catastrophic workings of the terraformers, and beyond is a chaos of steep valleys populated by dwarf pine and thin white waterfalls. The nav system sounds a tone indicating imminent arrival, and you see Arroyo's private chalet, a small compound of radical geometric architecture surrounded by low outbuildings. Your shuttle approaches an ellipsoid landing pad that appears to hang in the thin air over a gorge. A human and a robotic servant greet you placidly as you arrive and lead you inside to a grand parlor done in dark geometric style. Gold inlay gleams in onyx tabletops, and the polished granite floor is set with tastefully patterned jewel-toned carpets placed slightly askew. The view from the flawless sweep of diamond matrix bay window is, as Arroyo promised, spectacular. Ryan Arroyo is sitting at one of the bars. One of the bars? He's got more than one. Oh my god, seriously, guys? Wow, we're at 90 out of 100. I had no idea. My god. Well, you know, if you've got more than one, you could always send one over to us, yeah? No need to worry. The fees are so small, they don't even show up on your end of month statement. A rounding error. Ryan Arroyo is sitting at one of the bars. He acknowledges your entrance with a nod as the servants disappear. He taps his datapad with 2 fingers, You hear the soft signal loss ping from your datapad, and your sidearm hand twitches instinctively. Arroyo acknowledges this with the rise of one perfectly groomed eyebrow.
Calm down. Just making sure no one is listening.
He flips through a series of null readouts on a datapad and, satisfied, sets it aside.
So Baird is calling in another installment. What will that be, Captain HBFT?
What, no small talk? What about the tour?
No.
He says. He makes a show of looking around.
But it is nice, isn't it? Now, I could be doing anything other than talking to you right now. So let's make it quick. You know you're getting something thanks to our mutual friend. What is it?
Well, I need to break into the data vault of the Ministry of Technology Standards. As soon as you say it, a smile grows on Arroyo's face. He starts laughing and takes his time as it builds, and then falls. He laughs like he's strapped to a madman's rocket with no escape. So why not frickin' enjoy the ride? Should we laugh? We should just laugh with him. Ah, very funny. No, I'm dead serious, guy. Laugh with him. As you start laughing, it seems to just sap something from Arroyo's mania. You trail it off, leaving just an awkward silence. He puts his head in his hands. Dude, I like interacting with this guy. We get to ruin his day every single time. I sure hope every interaction from now on is going to be like this one. Every time Bunnyman shows up, it's time to get the bad news. And the bad news, the good news, if you know what I'm saying. He sighs and pours something from a crystal decanter into a glass and just empties it.
To a deal that gets worse all the time.
Then pours another and another. He considers a moment, notices you, and tilts the decanter to offer you a drink. Yeah, I'll have a drink. Why not? Arroyo pours another, passes you the tumbler, and clinks his glass into yours hard.
And Anahita Baird,
he shouts. He slams down an empty glass.
Look, I know someone who can do it. They're a pain in the but this is key. They're crazy enough to do a job as stupid as the one that you're proposing.
Wow, it's not my idea, Arroyo. It's not my idea. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness, you're gonna be very happy. Yeah, this is good. Sounds good.
He's a hacker called Gargoyle.
Man, that was a good show. Anyone remember Gargoyle? On man, I had the biggest crush on the heroine. She's super cool.
The real one, not one of the wannabes. Look, we've done business before. So here's the comm ID.
Ryan pulls a data key from a pocket, waves it over his datapad, and after a couple of taps, pushes it toward you.
Look, if you get any pushback, if Gargoyle throws a little tantrum, just give it back. It's all about the drama. But in the end, you're already in with a job as stupid as this.
He holds a hand up.
And by the way, you really did not need to go and tell me your true objective. Last thing I want is hegemony counter in crawling over my operation. Or worse, some vampire from the company board smelling blood.
You've now received your comms ID for Gargoyle. Well, can you tell me more about this Gargoyle? He gives you a look.
No, I can't. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Most anything you'll hear about Gargoyle's made up, and half of that is true, so don't even bother trying.
He leans back, looking elsewhere, content to talk to himself some more.
What's important is that Gargoyle always gets a job done. My theory is some kind of obsessive brain thing.
He twirls a hand at his head to demonstrate.
Probably implanted a cybermod the wrong way around and got an AI instead of a frontal lobe. Yeah. Have fun with that one,
he says with a smirk. By the way, why are y'all weird? What's Baird got on you anyway?
What Baird's got is a good investment, that's what. And the longer she waits...
He waves at the luxurious surroundings, the career of Ryan Arroyo.
The more interest she'll collect.
A shrug.
I mean, it's done well enough for me. We all make deals to get ahead, and I've seen worse. Look, I've done worse to others. Plus, I'm an asset now. You can't simply snuff an asset owned by a bigger player.
He turns and stares directly at you.
And you're an asset now, too. Hypothetical question. What she got on you?
He gives a cold smile.
I hope you know.
You've got what you needed from Ryan Arroyo now that he's cold hard drunk. And with no signal on his part that you can discern, his human and robot servants appear once more.
I won't say it's been a pleasure. You ever have more credits than you know what to do with, or a truly exceptional business opportunity? Let's trade crypto keys now so you don't have to track space dust on my carpet again.
He taps his datapad and just offers it, and you perform the mundane ritual which will ensure that anyone who wants to crack your mutual comms will at least have to put some effort into the task. You now have a potential contact Ryan Arroyo type military and trade importance very high. Your shuttle reverses the previous route down from the highlands across the plateau of lakes. You spot factory crawlers disgorging pipe and monorail pylons across the landscape, leaving long track trails of torn red dirt. Across the rocky chaos and the small cold sea and over the mountainous slums crowned by glittering spires, navigation pings and comms noise grows to a small roar over the heart of Tritakian, and your shuttle returns you to orbit. Wow, that was eventful. He's super pleased. Man, I'm gonna love ruining his day every single time that I get an opportunity. Yeah. You can watch full episodes of Gargoyle on YouTube. Oh, nice! Ryan, I like him. He's a bastard. He's a straight shooting bastard. Yeah, well, he's got more than one bar. I mean, let's be real. You can go to the dockside bar, or he can sit at any one of his multiple bars on his private chalet. I mean, like, if anyone's gonna, you know, get bad news from time to time, it's all balanced out by the fact he's got multiple bars. Did I mention multiple bars? He's got it made, if you ask me. So let's leave, and we've got to go to Port Say. Is that right? Got to go to Port Say. Go to Port Say franchise station in the Maya sewer system and talk to Gargoyle, a hacker, to arrange a break into the data vaults. Arroyo is sure a job as stupid as you are proposing will prove irresistible. Fantastic. Love that. You know us, love stupid jobs. That's what the Bunny League's all about. Yeah, it does give you a picture of the high-tier corpo lifestyle in Tritakian. Yeah, no kidding. Man, in some ways, it makes me want to join them. But at the same time... Derelict ship, derelict omen, unidentified fleet that's pursuing Tritakian corporate traders. Well, I don't think so. I've been dying to use our weapons, and I'm pretty sure you're a pirate. Hey guys, we've got something to share with you. Do you know about the word of the bunny god? It's very...
hungry for blood.
All right, guys, no strategy whatsoever, buddy. Ever. Follow the onslaught in. Go get them, Ship of Legend. Eat them alive. All right, so hands up, hands up. Let's go, guys. Don't know where you are, where you're from, but right now you have...
The Ship of Legend.
Oh my, oh, wow. Wow, Dark EMP all over the place. You have no idea how long it's been since I've been able to deliver bad news to a non-person named Ryan Arroyo. It's been way too long. It's been at least 2 seconds since I've been able to deliver some bad news. Here, full assault. Should have done that from the get-go. Yeah, go get that port assault. Excellent. All right, let's see. Order second in command. Send Thrake, because that's all we need. Excellent, excellent. Grab all their stuff. Glad we did it. Steal more stuff. Fantastic. Do I want their... No, I actually have a few of those. I already sold those. That's excellent. Did I say steal? I mean reacquired is what I meant. It seems like there might be more bad guys here. Oh, there's another fleet trying to cause problems for good old Ryan Arroyo. This is us just paying it forward. You know how it goes. He gave us a drink, so eat this. That's right. Take command. Yep, take command. Tell you what, all this, not even going to do anything else. Full assault. Go for it. So here's Thrake. As he brutishly slams his delicate Tritakian face with incredible fury right into the pirate's face. Hey, wow, that's super efficient. Funnily enough, he's also pretty chill to work with, unlike some other contacts he doesn't see you as entirely disposable. Wait, so you're saying you'll pay me to run down fleeing pirates and shoot them in the back? Yep, darn straight I will. Darn straight I will. Because, after all, you shooting him in the back is the way we get paid. How do you think we have so many story points, Thrake? We got the story points to pay ya and cause them headaches. Oh yeah, see, they ran out of system. Fantastic. All right, let's keep moving. Glad we did it. Wonderful. Good job, guys. Good job. Man, I have to say, I want another Fury. I only have the one, and after cramming all of that whatever weapons on it, I really want another one. It's about the same cost as our Eagle, and it's so much more nimble. I think it can actually outrun our Omens at the moment, or at least give them a run for their money. Let's put it that way. All right, so can we sell off some stuff? Is that what we need to do? Let's go in and buy some fuel. Actually, you know what? This is Tritakian. Don't they make this thing? Do you have any Furies, by the way? You do have a Fury, but I would need to get a commission, and we are our own commission. What about the black market? Do you have it? No, you don't. Okay, never mind. Just thought I'd ask. Just thought I'd take a look. You know how it is. Window shopping is a prime prospect for the Bunny League. We always do that. You know how it goes. Oh, didn't one of our colonies really want drugs? You know what I noticed? When it comes to miners in the Dig Dug Bun colony, they all want drugs for some reason. I don't have any drugs to give them. Take a look at this. Wait, maybe we can do our people a solid. Take a look at this. Dig Dug Bun. If I go over to mining, demands drugs. You see? So we could totally get them drugs. Yeah, they also have an Odyssey, a pretty fast ship for its size. I think I have one of those, but it's filled with demods. So maybe we can trail that around after the Astral. Clear that off, you know what I mean? I like the Fury. I like ships that have a burst booster. Yeah, no kidding. I had no idea we'd use it to smash our delicate nose and face into the enemy's butt. Are you selling drugs to miners? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you did. Yes, we are, Jay. But don't tell anybody. It's just a favor. It's kind of like when I was in the Philippines as a kid, and then my uncles, you know, I wasn't supposed to, but you know how it goes. They taught me how to drive a manual jeepney. At least up and down the alley, right? So you know it goes. Yeah. In this case, we give our miners drugs so they have more life experience. Yes. You should get a Doom somewhere. Funny ship with a decent officer. Oh, I have a couple of those too, but I never tried it. They're like I said, we've got random ships, but I have not actually tried like 90% of them. So they're just sort of sitting there in a Sharu right now. It'll be kind of interesting. Oh, there's Gargoyle. Wow, he looks super fancy. Look at this guy. Yeah. Odyssey is an ion cannon hit and run ship. It needs to be player controlled to really make use of its systems. Well, I'm not a great pilot, so hopefully I'm at some point going to be even better than maybe the most base of our pilots. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to Gargoyle. What do we got? After connecting to the local network, you enter the comms ID for Gargoyle, then pause at the prompt to initiate the call. You look over to your comms officer and they nod, ready to act. As soon as you execute the command, the electronic warfare console lights up like fleet action in a nebula. Comms wrangles the infosec systems with cool efficiency, coordinating active response with nav, sensors, engineering. And after perhaps half a minute, the storm breaks, the alarms quiet, and your primary display resolves from a mesmerizing fractal battleground to a heavily augmented face, grinning impishly.
Wow, you're ready for me!
Gargoyle says too sweetly to be true before turning to an imagined audience.
The rocket jockey put together enough brains to deal with my little hello.
Gargoyle bounces back and applauds.
Well done, bunnies. So you know who I am. Tell me why'd Ryan give you my comm ID? More presents? Bribes? Begging? You finally get in trouble with that junta, puppeteering vampires, desperately wishes for his friends? On the run from the law, needs a rep wipe?
Thoughtful pause.
You always make that face when you meet new people.
Look, I've got a job for you. I was told that you're the frickin' best.
A job? No.
Gargoyle gags theatrically.
If I ever do a day of work, I want you to throw me out the airlock, then throw that airlock into a freaking black hole.
The hacker lounges back carelessly.
But, still listening, because you told me I'm the best, and I am, and that was nice, but I'm not sure you really understand what it is I do.
A hand studded with interface nodules waves, and your display fills with news clips, industrial shutdown, suspected sabotage, databases hacked, political comms leaked, credits missing, ghost fleets.
What I do?
Gargoyle sits up, looking serious at last.
Is magic. An institution, a polity, a warship, a fleet, the hegemony, the Luddic Church, Tritakion, mega credit sucking corporation. These are machines made of people. These people don't understand their own machines or...
A mock pondering tone.
other people, come to think of it. The oneness of these holy constructs is mass delusion. But I
Gargoyle taps a head-mounted data port.
understand. Simply
A finger pokes at you from the display.
press there, then there, and the bubble pops. Push on the right place, wrong time, might have become a sad joke. Gust of wind, fought a fancy, flimsy shell is cracked. You understand?
I believe so. Gargoyle stares at you, slack-jawed.
No you don't. You're just pretending because you think you need to look tough and smart in front of your minions. So obvious.
Gargoyle turns away.
Why even bother? Stick the drive in your rocket ship, Captain HBFT. Pew, pow, blam, take that, space pirates. Simple, direct, unsophisticated, artless.
Artless? It's just a hobby. It's just look, if you want to talk about being the mastermind behind everything and you're the God's gift to everybody, well, freaking A, I'm God's gift to the Bunny League, because when it comes to the pirates, there's nothing artless about that. Do you understand what it takes to chase someone down, ram the edge of your anything right up their tailpipe, and then blast them with every last reality disruptor that possibly exists in the universe? No, you don't, because you don't even have one. You're a jerk-faced, and you're about to learn what it means to work for frickin' the Artless, you dork. God, you know what they did say? They did say that if we show drama, he's gonna enjoy it. He's gonna enjoy it. Let's give him frickin' drama. Let's give him drama, yeah? It's so hard as arguably useless. My God, you kind of nailed us there. Artless, ship design builds. Artless, cargo gets my go. Destruction of pirates. Pathers come as an art form of its own. Darn straight it is. Glad the bunnies understand. A dramatic sigh.
What a waste of time. Why are we even talking? Why even do anything?
Can you hack into the data vault of a hegemony ministry?
I love it.
What? Gargoyle shouts, sitting up.
A glorious scheme, practically neon black. Which one? All of them at once?
Visor and cybermod start flickering with activity. Hang on, just one, actually. You explain to Gargoyle the scope of the mission and the target. The Kalachor Archive. The personal data store of former Provost Thomas Kalachor, which the Hegemony Ministry of Technology Standards seized from the Galatia Academy in the wake of some kind of botched hyperspace experiment. He also explained, in terms which avoid any implication of an employer-employee hierarchy, that Ryan Arroyo will be providing funding for the operation. Yeah, you know the rich guy with multiple bars? He's paying for it all, so be as dramatic as you want, my guy. I can hear him right now. He's like,
God damn it, Bunny Man.
As you talk, the comms display with Gargoyle becomes crowded with virtualized half-written lists, reference panels, code snippets. The hacker leaps from idea to idea, rejecting, accepting contingencies several steps ahead or adjacent, perhaps, from whatever you're actually saying. The visual chaos is, honestly, somewhat distracting. Do you need some freaking time?
Might be tough. I'm gonna need to pass some credits along to a couple friends for some special tricks. Do we go all out? Ryan's buying snacks. I think we do. Yes. Here's how it's gonna happen. I got a friend who'll make you a little package. Should be ready by the time you get to Nova Maxis in the magic system. Know it? You pick that up, do fancy flying, whatever else it takes to install in the Hegemony comms relay in the Aslan system.
A thoughtful pause, then...
For the relay? Go in quiet to do the relay. Park your fleet. Maybe run a lone face ship for the job? If your ego is capable of surviving away from your big boy toys for a few shifts, or this is fun, hack the sensor array, give the hedgies some ghosts to chase. Anyway, installation itself is easy.
Hacker continues nonchalantly.
Any work drone you got on staff should be able to figure out which end goes where. Real trick comes afterwards. Gotta break the Hegemony crypto. That'll be yours truly. Who's got a little trick? I do. I've been saving from a couple cycles ago for just the right moment.
Gargoyle holds cable-trailing arms up in a premature display of triumph.
It will be glorious!
And then he sits back down.
Right, so after you install the hack device on the comm relay, come back here. You can thank me personally when I hand you a copy of the decrypted data. And friend Ryan has my list of demands.
A button tap.
Now,
Another button tap, and there's a ping on your data pad as Gargoyle sends you the address of a small holding facility near the main port ring of Nova Maxius, as well as the number of a particular storage unit.
It'll be there.
Gargoyle says with a smile that seems to imply you're not in on a joke.
Now, I have a lot to do before this is ready, so go along. ComSec's gonna completely blow its top when we pull this off. Ha!
Gargoyle turns to another display, attention focused. Cyber augments flickering at an increasing rate as the comm line disconnects on you almost as an afterthought. You've now received location data for Nova Maxius pickup. Okay, let's go. God, what a crack fiend that guy is. Let me Can we please? Oh yeah, it's not that far away. We got to go to the magic system. All right, well, let's go in and pull it out. Come on, show us the magic, bunny. Show us the magic. We got to go and, smack ourselves into asteroids. So we're just practicing for the pirates, Gargoyle. This is how we smack ourselves right in their face and shoot them with all kinds of fancy stuff, yeah? Just in case you don't know, putting gamma cores on industry doesn't do much besides attract heat. Demand reduction doesn't improve your income. There are like 3 exceptions due to extreme demand. They're very optional. Gotcha. See, I was told... Well, I misunderstood then. I thought I was told something else, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I did see a situation where when I was starting our new colony, so if we go over to Dig Dug Bun, I think it might have been, was it population infrastructure? I don't remember what it was, but there was a shortage of something. And when I installed the Gamma Core, it removed that demand and they no longer had a shortage. So I guess like in that specific circumstance, at least on the, don't need more people. That's fine. Don't have anything to sell really. I guess metal, but we'll hang on to it. We have enough space. And let's go to the storage unit out here. When another shortage hits, it considers the demand after the bonus from the Gamma Core. Core Silicon Alpha give you increased production, greater accessibility, and so on. Yeah, I think the Alpha, it showed like a 25% upkeep reduction, or maybe I was even looking at the beta. I think the beta had like a upkeep reduction as well, yeah. You take a shuttle to the main spaceport concourse, leading a landing party of bodyguards and techs. The reception lounge ceilings are low, the old tube lights flickering, but the new Maxionians, how do you say that? New Maxioans? The new Maxions are proud of their makeshift polity. Some locals catch your crew eyeing a dripping life support conduit and smile, nudging one another. The address given to you by Gargoyle leads you to a rundown logistics ring that looks to be used mostly by failing tramp freighters and smugglers. You ask a young desk clerk where to find the unit number Gargoyle had provided.
Oh yes, you must be Captain R. Boring.
What? You know what? He's absolutely right. We could spice things up a little bit. Dear God. What a jerk. That's just like, oh my God. How childish is this Gargoyle? The clerk squints at the desk terminal nervously. You log away this little joke from Gargoyle as you maintain impeccable composure.
I was told you'd be arriving for your cargo just a few minutes ago. Please come right this way.
The clerk starts to lead you through a back door, a light bulkhead lock, and then freezes. A pallid man in a featureless gray uniform stands on the other side, a spot of gray on the darkness beyond.
Mr. Loke, sir.
The clerk stutters.
I wasn't expecting if I'd been told.
The man, Mr. Loke, you presume, smiles blandly and says,
I will show the captain the way.
Loke simply stops paying attention to the clerk, shifting his attention to you, still smiling. He nods encouragingly and turns to walk into the darkness beyond the portal. Mr. Loke leads you past rows of sealed storage units into a loading bay. Your footsteps produce a dull, metallic echo, something that smells of organic compounds leaking. Still smiling blandly, Loke stops and with a wave of his hand unlocks a storage unit. He speaks softly to you.
When she heard of this, Jorian told me she thought it was very funny. She wanted me to come and make sure you got what the Gargoyle asked Elissa to make for you.
His watery eyes stare at the storage unit.
It must be a nice thing.
Thanks, I think. Instead of answering, he gives you a respectful nod and says,
Goodbye.
Then walks away into the shadows of the warehouse. You shake your head and turn your attention to the storage unit. Inside, you find a single standard shipping crate. You motion the text forward, and they approach with various handheld scanners. You are in no hurry to be the butt of another of Gargoyle's jokes. The lead tech starts reporting.
Our source, anomalous neutrinos, minor hyperwave, phase distortion?
The entire crew of technicians take an unconscious step back. Hyperwave phasing technology has a very poor reputation, and has never been known to fit in so small of a package and remain stable. An hour later, as you're finishing your second hot drink at a nearby cafe, the techs give the all clear through your datapad, concluding that as strange as this device is, seemingly a hand-built one off hyperwave transmitter of some kind, it should pose no immediate danger. You order it removed to your flagship. On the shuttle ride back to your fleet, you ponder tactics for inserting this device into the Aztlan hyperwave relay without being spotted by a hegemony patrol. A small fast detachment could do it, or phase ships using their fields to lower center profile. Or with a little bit of luck, you could find a quiet moment between patrol rotations. The intercom crackles.
Captain, we've arrived.
Thank you, Archelon. Thank you very much, yeah. It is like an audiobook. That guy looks like Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, and he fell down and he broke his crown. He broke his crown. That's what. He broke his crown. All right, so we got to go to this relay. Is that right? Aztlan relay. I know they said to, you know, be all sneaky, but let's be real. Let's be real. Gonna at least take a peek before we're sneaky. Let's put it that way. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it without being sneaky, but we'll find out. At least Corvus is not too far away. So off we go. I don't have a phase ship or anything like that to send. We have arrived. I know transponder's on. That doesn't really help the sneakiness. How close do we have to get? So we need to get on that. And there are little guys going all around. All right, let's go in a quick save. And if I go dark, yeah, go dark and hang out right here for a little bit. They do kind of have a gap potentially, right? So if we chill right here, we've got a pretty low sensor profile at 26. Oh, break in orbit. We're getting caught. Transponder on. Transponder on. You wait for the cargo scan to finish. Well, here's the thing. No contraband found. Leave. So the thing is, okay, do I really want to get in without being detected? That seems like a lot of work for me. I really just want to beat their face in. I think the thing is, the bunny said if I'm... Well, the problem is I have old slot. I have old slot. I am curious, like if I... Hey, Smeeps, good to see ya. I am curious, if I were to like be close by and sit here with the transponder on and then go dark at some point, can I do this? Your fleet was recently detected. All right, transponder on. Never mind. All right. Running with the transponder off in hegemony space is against the law. Relationship with the hegemony is now 39 out of 100. Well. All right. Allow the scan. Continue and leave. All right. It's definitely different to EV and how you have your whole fleet, but damn, I love the Eagle. I viewed Spacecom so much that temporarily hostile rendering their fleets into past tense. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm very tempted to do that. I don't feel like going back and just bringing one ship. Well, I mean, I could always... You know what? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that just because I'm impatient. Fly over to the sensor node and tinker with it a bit. Well, okay. You could hack the sensor array like how Gargoyle said. Well, he said to hack it by, you know, not being detected is the thing. Like, if I have my transponder on, I'm definitely detected. You know what I mean? So I can't really just like hack it unless I drop the heat, so to speak, I don't think. Should I actually play with the mechanics? Should I actually play with the mechanics? So that's the comm relay. The sensor relay is a bit different. Oh, the sensor relay. This one out here, plus 700. Oh, drop their sensor range. Gotcha. You can hack it and transverse jump out. Well, well, yes and no. Since they recently detected me, there's they won't even let me try to hack it and then transverse jump out. But I see what you're talking about. If I reduce their sensor range, then it's easier for me to get away, right? So hack, surreptitiously provide your fleet with the same benefits. Oh, well, that gives us the sensor range boost. So I want to take this away from them, right? So in a weird sort of way, if I were to like take control of the array, well, then they'd know who it is. Introduce false readings. He did say that you could try to introduce a ghost fleet, right? So if I have false readings, maybe that'll do it. Introducing false readings into the outbound data feed is likely to distract patrols and similar fleets by making them chase what isn't actually there. Eventually, the firmware auto-calibration routines will clean out the corruption, but the process will take at least a month. So that's what we're going to do. So in this case, then I probably want to make a little distance. I'm just going to pay attention to the lower right of the screen. I should see a grouping. Yep, they're pulling away. They're pulling away. Excellent. They're making a little space. Go dark. And then we'll slide on in. Nice. Good idea, bunnies. Thank you. High five. That's awesome. Install Gargoyle's hack device on the Astlin relay. You give the go order to your ops chief, who starts speaking in a low voice to the hand-picked squad of veteran salvage techs that are already crossing to the relay on a cargo drone. The entire operation's carried out swiftly and according to the drills. A few quick cuts with low EM tools, bulkhead section removed, Gargoyle's device secured in place. Parasite micro drones in the chassis will finish attaching key connections, taps into fiber lines mostly. The bulkhead is sealed. The team withdraws with a few puffs of cold gas thrusters as silently as they approached. Shortly, your comms officer confirms a short burst indicating Gargoyle's device is now operational. Despite Gargoyle's cavalier attitude toward the entire enterprise, your comms and tech officer speculate a hack this intrusive will be discovered very quickly indeed. It would be best to make a hasty escape while you remain undetected. You wonder too if the hegemony will trace the hack back to Gargoyle's hideout. A Tritakian-controlled polity is unlikely to cooperate quickly with any hegemony investigation. But then the investigation may not even be official, unless an investigation instead of a Black Ops snatch squad. You should retrieve the archive from Gargoyle quickly. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Transverse it is. There it is. Oh boy. All right, let's get out of here. Don't want any of that. Let's leave, guys. Oh my. Off we go. Holy crap. Now would be the time to play dum dugga dugga dum dum dugga dum dum dugga dum dum dum. A pirate raid was hitting the system. I walked up and slapped the relay. You walked up to it, looked at it, slapped it on the green and said, "There you go, you've been hacked." That's like walking up to it and taking a post-it note and slap it on it and say, "Walk down the hall." Don't get bullied too much now. All right, we have arrived. What do you got, Gargoyle? You enter the comm ID for Gargoyle and nod to your comms officer, who stands ready for whatever surprises Gargoyle thinks would be amusing to send through comms. No tricks this time. The display instantly resolves into a familiar face with an unfamiliar expression. Fear. Oh, payday! I don't even need you to pay me. This is what we're talking about. Let's see what Gargoyle's like when he's all afraid. My God.
Captain, you need to take me on your ship right the heck now. Get me out of here. They know where I am. I've really done it this time. It's incredible.
Gargoyle lets out a nervous laugh.
The greatest data heist since the Second AI War.
The hacker seems to realize the gravity of the statement.
I think they're pretty, like, extremely, entirely unhappy this time. Look, it's not safe. Take me to the Galatia Academy. Anahita can hide me, right? After all I've done, she's gotta.
Wait, I mean, who's after you, Gargoyle? Can you tell me and actually just linger on a thought and really dig into exactly who's here chasing you and totally got you hiding with your tail between your legs?
Just, everyone! Look, let me count my new friends.
Gargoyle starts ticking off fingers.
Hegemony for starters, whoever ComSec thinks to send. I expect an official expedition. Of course, a diplomatic incident, so probably shadowy gun fund goons will sneak in to try to murder me. Next, try attacking at least once they're tipped off by the Hegemony's blunting response. And the Pathers can't forget them. Hegemony leaks like a hull breach to all the little letters, and they're gonna simply love everything about this. Look, let me summarize for you, my good captain. Within, like 2-3 shifts, this place will be in the crossfire of an interfactional critically event. And every second spaceship buying noodles on the concourse is gonna be an assassin or a spy.
Wow, sounds dangerous for you, my guy. Well, do you want to give me this stuff and I'm just gonna leave you to it? Sounds like you're busy. Sounds like you're real busy. Guess who's Captain R boring now? How about your name is Hacker Galore Lescrewed? Yep, I couldn't think of anything better, but don't worry about it. You're the one who's gonna die, not me. Do you have the archive?
There ain't no time for that, but...
Gargoyle smirks.
I see what you're trying. Don't worry, I got it locked up nice and secure, encrypted with my own special juice, and backed up off-site. It'd take an alpha core to break it out, and that'd take time if you knew where to look, and you just don't. Professor Anahita won't have that kind of time if I spill everything you've done to get into the big bad hegemony, so where's my shuttle?
Oh, so you're going to talk to Anahita, are you? Well, the shuttle happens to be, I don't know, not unleaky. Well, what if I just leave you here? Gargoyle's voice goes cold.
Then you don't get your precious data archive, Captain boring, because I got it locked up nice and secure and backup is offsite. By the way, you won't believe what I have on Ryan Arroyo or your boss Anahita Baird, on all sorts of people. Even you, my dear Captain, High Hegemon, will have a fit when he watches you ask me to hack the precious Ministry of Technology Suppression on 6 wide news channels.
The hacker smiles without warmth.
It's me or nothing, baby.
Order a shuttle to pick up Gargoyle. Gargoyle nods.
That's the way, Captain. I'll collect my toys.
Your shuttle gets in and out without any suspicious inquiries from traffic control. They're not wise to what's going on yet. Probably. You order Gargoyle confined to quarters well away from the bridge because he's super annoying. And for your comms officer to keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Captain,
Your tactical officer calls for your attention.
hegemony fleet incoming.
It is time to go. All right, that's what we're talking about. We should probably buy stuff while we can. Let's get some fuel. Let's get their stuff. Excellent. It's time to vamoose. Do we need any Marines? Do we need any crew? Extra crew's always nice. How much is that? 53? Oh, we're running low on cash. Never mind. We'll talk to you later. All right, talk to you later, guys. All right, save up. Save up. If the hegemony fleet's incoming, I guess we can transverse. Where are we supposed to go? To the Galatia Academy? Where's the closest fringe jump point? It's not that far, actually. Maybe we can just... Yeah, maybe we'll just go. Let's just go. I don't need to transverse jump or anything like that. Who knows? And if we run into them, that's fine. Turn off the transponder. Oh, nope, they're in front of us. They're right in front of us. Friendly patrolling. Yeah, they ain't friendly. They ain't friendly. Tell you what, let's... Nah, there it is. Talk to you later. Maybe I will transverse. Okay, tell you what. Go dark and transverse. Wow, that just came super close. We were like magnets going in the opposite direction. Yeah, it looked like someone had their hand a bit too deep in that cookie jar. My God. Yeah, he did. All right, let's... Oh, there's the hegemony. They're hostile. I mean, that's fine. Be all hostile as you want. The comm crackles to life to display a hegemony commander staring you down.
Independent fleet captain, you're ordered to power down shields, weapon systems, and drives. You are suspected of harboring a known criminal and partaking in criminal conspiracy to breach hegemony data security.
Her lip curls arrogantly.
You'll be boarded by hegemony Marines, your databank seized for inspection, your cargo seized for inspection. You will authorize unlimited access to all components of your Bunny Link fleet. You will give no resistance. Hesitation will be considered resistance, insubordination will be considered resistance, and surrender your command codes immediately.
You blink at the outrageous orders, tantamount to interstellar piracy. Even the law of the hegemony by the Old Domain Naval Code grants you certain rights. You'd guess that this is an overzealous commander going a bit rogue in interpreting her orders. As you think this over, you watch the hegemony commander's face turning a deeper shade of red, perhaps interpreting your pause as resistance. It may be hard to get out of this one without a fight. You know, it'd be cool if you could put boarding pods on your ship to try to capture enemy ships in combat. Well, I guess I have the story points. Let's see how much of a lie we can spin. Weasel your way out of this with a really extravagant lie. You pull off a snappy salute. Ma'am, I must report a misunderstanding. I'm in command of a special auxiliary detachment in pursuit of a suspected infiltrator and saboteur. As per the standing Hermes Black Order regarding compromise and or fraudulent comms, I am operating without a hegemony transponder or active hypercom interlink. The mission parameters provided by my CEO allow for independent initiative. Ma'am, you add, because it feels like the right thing to do. She looks skeptical as you confidently rattle off legitimate-sounding hegemony jargon. The hegemony commander looks down at you and asks,
Under what authority do you operate, Captain? Who is your CO?
No hesitation now. Admiral Orcus Rao, Ragnar Fleet Command. The hegemony commander's face does not change. It's time for the cherry on top. He activated my fleet as a military auxiliary under the Chickamaustock protocols, you explain. I had to leave an entire cargo of transplutonics on the docks at Racevelk. Ma'am, you add again. This seems to do it. The commander's posture softens almost imperceptibly.
Admiral Rao always did push the line, didn't he? This is highly irregular, Captain, and I will be reporting it, but
Her chin raises an inch.
the professionals are going to be taking over this chase. Transmit last contact and course you observe from the target.
You try to look suitably disappointed as you quietly order your nav and comms officer to come up with something plausible. They improvise with admirable speed, and you watch as Commander Thisbe glances at her console, satisfied. Good hunting, ma'am,
Indeed.
she says.
Report back to Admiral Rao suggests he not make such a mess of standard op by insisting on being too clever by half.
She terminates the comms without a salute. You almost feel offended. And then you reflect for a moment at your good sense at paying half attention to some of the hegemony propaganda docs playing in Port Concourse bars on slow nights. The hegemony fleet assumes a neutral posture. All right, talk to you guys later. We're going to Galatia, baby. Man, I must say, I really do enjoy the story point options that they have. Whoever wrote this, I feel like, obviously, whoever made this game is very talented. And whoever made this game and wrote the dialogue is like a closet author. Do you know what I mean? Like, whoever wrote this was not messing around. Like, they legit gave this all a ton of thought. And they did really freaking good job. So not only are they a programmer, they're also definitely probably a shadow writer for novellas. You handle that well, lying on our butt so hard even we believe it. Darn straight. The image of Provost Anahita Baird appears.
Bring your special cargo by shuttle
She says.
directly to this docking port.
A chime signals the receipt of navigation instructions and docking codes.
I shall be waiting.
The comm line cuts off. You step off the shuttle, thrusters clicking as they cool, with Gargoyle in tow. The hacker's barrage of questions, suggestions, and handsiness toward any control panel or gadget within reach has you at the limit of your patience, after only a brief trip. As promised, Provost Baird is waiting with a small group of masked guards and senior advisors.
So, this is Gargoyle.
She says.
Anahita, we made it last!
Gargoyle bows grandly.
I am honored to accept your invitation to teach at the Galatian Academy.
Then stands up straight and smiles widely, looking around.
What shall...
Oh, wait a minute, that's him. When you gotta lie, go big, go home. Oh, thank you, Warner.
I'm honored to accept your invitation to teach at the Galatia Academy.
Then stands up straight and smiles widely, looking around.
What should my curriculum be? Excellent parties, security theater? Perhaps a personal account of the salacious events leading up to the Third AI War?
Baird smiles mirthlessly, then motions someone from her party forward.
Gargoyle? Gargoyle, meet Academician Albus Sebastien.
Baird says in a tone that would not be out of place on the bridge of a hegemony warship.
Albus, kindly show Gargoyle to the guest suite we've prepared. Now, please.
She turns from them to you, apparently confident that Sebastien will handle the situation.
Captain, our guest complicates matters, but...
She turns to watch the two leave the receiving lounge. Gargoyle seemingly choosing to cooperate with Sebastian's stammering appeals. The hacker seems to be wholly occupied by discovering how to fluster this academician.
It appears that I have gained another valuable asset, in addition to the Kalachor archive.
She says.
By virtue of your initiative, of course, Captain. I will not forget that when the time comes. But
She takes in her surroundings and dismisses the guards and advisors with a wave. Baird holds up a hand to indicate an adjoining transport pod.
let us remove to a more suitable setting to complete our conversation.
Baird seems to study the passing conduits and vistas visible through the pod's bay windows, lost in thought. The silence grows and you find that this may be an opportunity to ask something of the Provost without interrupting one of her lectures. So, what do you think of Gargoyle? Yeah, always asking the important questions whenever you go into the transport pod. Baird looks at you, raises an eyebrow, then looks back at completely nothing.
Singularly charming.
She says deadpan.
I taught for 20 cycles, Captain. I've had worse.
Damn, I'm sorry. Well, what will you do if the Gemini suspects you're behind the hack? Baird looks at you.
Why, they suspect me already, of course. The Galatia Academy will appeal the original data seizure and demand the return of basic scientific research material, which is not illegal under even old domain law. This data breach only proves the danger of restricting basic research, as this situation enables unsavory parties to exploit discoveries without oversight from the Ecumenica. I appreciate the irony of my objection, of course, but this is war by public relations. There is no room for scruples. I'll be exactly as cynical as they already believe me to be. And they'll believe the act because it is true.
As Baird speaks, you find a note of satisfaction in her description of plot and counterplot.
Behind that truth, of course,
She continues.
is what really happened, which shall be a fait accompli once they discover it, and one too embarrassing to publicize.
Through the silence, you can almost hear Baird thinking. The transport pod hisses to a halt and you feel the subtle shift of Agrav fields. You step off and note that this seems to be a back entrance, which allows Baird to avoid the waiting room full of important people and used to being asked to wait. As you enter Baird's office, you notice Ms. Carews waiting in the sitting area. She nods in greeting as she folds up a portable workstation.
Ah, Scylla, good. Give me just a moment.
Baird moves behind her desk, unlocks the interface, and taps in a command.
Bunnyman, allow me to properly compensate you for your good work.
Baird says.
I trust this will help cover certain of your expenses.
She turns back to her desk interface and taps a few more keys, activating a holo projector. A detailed progress report on Gargoyle's activities flickers into being, including timetables for decrypting the Kalachor archive. Baird motions at the display.
Sebastien is more capable than he appears. He is both persistent and meticulous.
Carews speaks up.
He's been very helpful in getting my new team set up.
Baird nods in acknowledgement. Carews continues.
It looks like we should have the archive fully decrypted in about a week, depending on what we get sooner. I may be able to restart my previous avenues of research.
Carews looks to you. The Galatia jump point experiment, she says, giving name to her previous project.
That's not how I wanted to do it, but Provost Tomas, he said the timetable was to...
Baird interrupts.
You don't need to explain yourself, academician. The captain understands you will take all reasonable precautions when we reach the experimentation stage. In fact, they will be instrumental in carrying out these experiments.
Provost Baird pauses and turns to you, examining a reaction to what both she and Carews have said.
You must be wondering what this is all for, Captain.
Yeah, I am.
This is about opening up the galaxy again. Yes, you see it now. The gates. It was always about the gates.
Baird taps a datapad, and the holoprojector flickers a 3D hyphae map into existence. You recognize the image, a map of the domain irrigate network within the Persian sector. A dense spot in one prominent lobe contains what you know as the core worlds.
Or more precisely, what the gates can do.
Baird says. Carews speaks up now.
A It's about freedom. What the domain used to dominate humanity, well, we can escape from this small, cruel world. We still live in their shadow. I mean, the hegemony, of course. But even Tritakian and the Luddigs, they're all reactions to the power the domain had. No one has truly escaped.
Scylla Carouse looks up at the slowly spinning gate network.
But maybe we can. All of us.
You notice that Baird has watched Carouse without emotion through this speech. At its conclusion, the Provost speaks to you in a tone of commanding finality.
Come back in a week or so, Bunnyman. My people need time to work, and you've earned a break. But keep your head down. The factions are restless after the job you pulled in Astlan.
Baird turns to her desk console, expressions moving across her face as she appears to skim messages.
That is all, Captain. And Scylla.
I'm not... Well, okay, I want to talk about your intentions with the technology. I have a feeling she won't tell me. Baird turns from her desk display and looks through you.
There is no technology, Captain. Merely possibilities. And vast though those possibilities may be, they are yet mere possibilities.
She turns away again, dismissing you.
We shall speak of this later.
Carouse gives you a sympathetic look as she packs up her portable workstation. You feel the doors open soundlessly behind you, and the mirror mask guard's presence like a slight increase in static electricity. It is time to go. Alright, so let's get out of here. We need to come back in a week. So the good news is this is the perfect time to take a look at what is happening with our poor colony, because I'm sure things have been getting rather out of control, and we're approaching what seems to be the maximum, I guess, threat in this first stage of crises out here. So that's a little concerning. If we take a look at bounties nearby, we're severely short on cash. So if I go to bounties and I zoom on out, how much time do we have to get out here that's for the hegemony? I feel like we kind of need to placate the hegemony a little bit. If we take a look at our faction reputation right now, it's suffering a little bit. I may have smacked the hegemony too much in the face quite a few times and got a lot of story points. So I'm thinking we might need to go over, whoop some butt, get a little rep at the same time, get a little pickup cash, and then be on our way. I know it doesn't pay too much, but it is working for the hegemony, so there's that. So we have a bounty to Stuart Stevens, a deserter to justice. He's rumored to be hiding out near a cryovolcanic world in a system with a dwarf primary star. So we're looking for a dwarf primary star. So we've got a red dwarf, yellow star, blue giant, neutron star, red dwarf. So was it volcanic, they said? Cryovolcanic. So it's either of the red dwarfs. Is there a cryovolcanic here? There is, in fact, a cryovolcanic. Let's head out there and we'll see what we got. So, yeah. All right. So we finally get... Oops. Don't mean to go into the sun. We finally get an opportunity to smack some people in the face and also get a little bit of cash and also get us a little bit of reputation in order to solve all of the smacking in the butt that we have done. And we can finally unleash Thrake again in the Fury because he's been so exhausted at not ramming the nose of his Fury right into the tailpipe. Yeah, he hit the nail on the head regarding the first phase. You've either worked through it by solving it some other way before they touch your planet or fighting them back. It only ends when you've gone through all the factions in some way. Well, the good news is, I guess if you clear out a faction's stuff... Oh, look at that! Look at that! The bunnies were right. Take a look at this. So the bunnies said you can't be in Mothball, and we've just repaired faulty power grid. So we had 4 different demods on the Astral. Oh my god, I missed some of them. We have 2. It's coming online, bunnies. Here it is. And then we'll finally be able to see the Rift torpedo launcher in action. That'll be a cool one. One day, we'll see it. Flying into the sun is the style of drama Gargoyle would like. Isn't that the truth? Now, the thing is, we're already at this cryovolcanic world, so it's probably a different one, right? There was another red dwarf. It is over here, and there is another cryovolcanic. So I went to the wrong one. So all we have to do is turn this boat around and head on over to the next. Now, I guess this fringe jump point's a little further. So let me go around the sun this time. That's right, going around the sun. Don't worry about it. Not even worrying about all these dormant remnants out here. And we're heading to where the real loot is. Hegemony deserters. Because the cool thing is, if we really wanted to, we could just collect every onslaught like Pokemon. Every onslaught that exists that's going to allow us to do it like Pokemon. Oh, wait, we have arrived And we are here to smack these guys in the face. Don't even care. Not even going to ask a question if we come in. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold back on the old slot. We need to capture a few points. Fortunately, we've got ECM. So let's do this. So right now we can see comm relay, gamma, nav, buoy. I think we need 2, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is give us some point events coverage with our Anubises. I'm going to go ahead and bring both of our caps, let's say, to comm relay gamma. I'm going to get 2 of our fast movers to nav buoy beta. And then I'll get these 3. I'm actually going to include Thrake as well. And then we're going to get the other 2, and they're going to fly over to comm relay alpha like that. Eagle is moving to escort, and let's go. So let's go ahead and take those. It's not going to take long at all. Doesn't matter. Just nab it. Excellent. So now we can bring in the old slot, and we can back off. Awesome. Awesome. Love that. All right, grab all these guys. And we're going to collapse right down. Let's actually cover, in a weird sort of way, I feel like, who's going to be the closest? Probably, well, I guess probably going to be the old slot. But let's form up on these gentlemen here. Wait for the old slot to appear. He's going to go in and search and destroy, and when he arrives, then we'll unleash the hounds, so to speak. So off we go. Just come on back. Go ahead and rejoin. There it is. We're coming on in. Excellent. And now we're going to split. So search and destroy, search and destroy, search and destroy. Do your thing, guys. Give them the juice. There it is. EMP. EMP. Yep. Yep. There we go. Yep. That thing is disabled. Dear God. Yep. Give more EMP, please. Yep. Yep. Look at that. Being outflanked by an executor. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Oh my. Wow, wow. Yeah. Not being outflanked now, are we? I should probably allow everyone loose, right? Yeah, they got a nice flat line. I think we can support each other if we just go ham. So go for it, my guys. And let's move a little more rationally. All right, off we go. I freely admit I'm admitted to ramming my face into the enemy. I just can't stop. Well, take a look at ramming face Thrake right here. He's taken quite a smacking on the face there with the TPCs. So he's backing off. Other bunnies getting involved. Oh, wow. This is nasty. Nasty. Look at this L ambush right here. You got old slot from the bottom and Anakitas from the side. And coming from the top like some kind of a horrible, horrible hammer is good old Big Brick with an EMP disabler. Disrupting reality every single day of the week. This guy's like, you don't understand. I can't control my ship. Yeah, no. We definitely understand exactly what's happening here. Yeah, we enjoy every last second. So just why don't you just sit there and do nothing? There we go. Excellent. My, oh my, a lot of distractions all over the place. It's like an ADHD nightmare is what this is. Okay, all the bunnies closing in. Falcons dropping left and right. Dominators panicking, crapping their pants. Brown, that's why they're colored the way that they are. So the stain doesn't show. Oh my, wow. Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't have much there, do you? Look at Thrake, you're showing so much restraint, not ramming his nose right into that dump. Oh, just kidding, yeah, he just did. He just did, it's fine. Okay, there it is. Last of the Mohicans right here. Stick with it, guys. Oh, look who appeared, Thrake. Go figure, he's going right for the green once again. Guy's trying to turn, Thrake said, don't care. Not allowed. And at the same time, Big Brick says, have every locust SRM possible. Enjoy that one. Enjoy that one right to the green. Wow, my goodness. That's super satisfying. All right, excellent. Well, you know what? I'm all here for that. Apparently, get extra experience. That's fantastic. You know what, guys? Oh. I may not have looked to see how many people were running from the Bunny Lake. So, since I already deployed them, we might as well... You poor soul. You poor soul. Right now, I think, that maybe you should think twice about what is important to you in the remaining time that you have. Oh my, he's a, you know, I just wanted to spend more time with my golf clubs. I never made it to hole 18. Well, you ain't making to hole 2 now. Bet you wish you brought that putter now, did ya? Couldn't ever finish and put it in the green now, could ya? You know what else is going to the green? Every last little bit of EMP possible. You know, I once heard a quote from Thrake. Oh, never mind. I won't be able to share it to you. You didn't last that long. As resonator MRMs from Thrake's fury just lands upon his cold, dead carcass. My God. All right, consider ship recovery. Absolutely. Onslaught, sure. No. Just the onslaught. That's just for collection purposes. We're just gonna borrow that one and deposit in a random abandoned space station. Don't wonder why. It's just a hobby of ours. Oh, there's more. Yeah, don't care about that. Not new. Begin salvage. Thank you very much. Gonna nab all the graviton beams. That's us. We now have another story point. That's right. Got more cash. And the hegemony hates us just a little bit less. Fantastic. All right, let's head back, guys. We have probably waited enough time for Galatia Academy to do their work. Now, just swing on by Jungala and drop off the loot, so to speak. Although I will mothball this guy because we're still working on the BLS fighter, and one day we'll deploy it, yeah? All right, excellent. Off we go. You can mothball the ships you aren't using in your fight to save on resources. That's right. That's right. The only one that we're not mothballing is the Atlas or the Astral, sorry. And that's specifically because I'm trying to remove the demods with hull restoration, but you know how that goes. Sometimes you gotta pay to play. Oh, there's another hegemony bounty. Is it close by? No, it's not close by. Okay, well, it's 90 days. I'm sure we'll get him someday. We'll get him someday. Don't worry about it. Man, I love seeing all the white text. Solar shielding is, so good. So good. All right, we've arrived. Stopping by Jungala, dropping off the useless, and then dropping off the collected stuff over at the Asharu station. Why is there green here? What is this? Luddic Church's faithful convoy. Oh, they're faithful? Oh, okay. I guess I won't slaughter them then. That's fine. I've just been reflecting. I've turned into an absolute monster in this game. First, I sold stuff on the black market. I didn't like get a bunch of harvested organs and stuff like that. Next thing you know, I'm spacing people and taking all of their, formerly safe ships and then storing them in a random space dock somewhere just because they look cool. And then after that, I'm sort of dragging around their old space corps, trying to make sure that I can, get more value out of, staring at their cool stuff. I almost wish I could have a museum for all the ships, honestly. Did I mention too, whenever we have too much crew, I just shove them into an airlock or like some kind of a storage bin, and I don't give them any food or water or even any view outside. And then, hopefully the cryopods keep them sane. So I apologize in advance if maybe I may have lost a little sight on my humanity. Yeah. Turning, this is who you've always been. You've just embraced your true self. Space truly makes you a psychopath. Yeah. That does seem to be the lesson of the day. That's for sure. I realized I could get some profit elsewhere, but I'm not a total monster yet. I'm still gonna pay my taxes. That's true bunny man right now. But I already know all these things, so there it is. Gonna go ahead and grab some fuel. It basically paid for itself, and off we go. We're gonna go ahead and drop off the Space Corps in our space museum. We're like, oh my god, I've turned into Trazyn the Infinite from the Necron. We're taking everything that we want, even if we don't need it, and sticking it in our own personal museum as a historical record of things that are awesome to us. Oh, look at this. Here's this ship that I totally am probably never gonna use. But I bet it looked great in my museum. HSS Brizu? Yeah. So I just want to point out, this is like the junk box. This is, think about how many spacers occupied all of these vessels. Their whole lives were in front of them. They were basically Oregon Trail in space with their hopes and their dreams in front of them. They went to different places, they had different beliefs, they had different backgrounds, and now all that remains are the corpses of their former ships in a cold, abandoned station. So every once in a while, the bunny man can scroll through the docking inventory and stare at the beautiful, cold, lifeless corpses and the beauty that they behold. That they possess. I apologize. Yeah, so pretty much, this is, there's no reason to have this. Like, no bunny needs, oh wow, where did that go? Oh wow, they got really big when I got to the bottom there. My goodness, what is this? Wages of Sin. Wow, how fitting is the name of that? My God, I don't even remember getting this one. It looks a lot like the others. Retribution. This is an ancient but unvenerated class. The Retribution is an extreme battlecruiser design which dates to the renaissance of military experimentation during the first consolidation period of the domain. It sacrifices all armor for firepower and tremendous speed for its size class via a nearly unique implementation of the Orion drive, which was considered an archaic curiosity even then. The Orion device. This ship will detonate a shaped antimatter charge behind it, propelling it forward at extreme speed. Wow, that's genius. Why did I... Wow, that's freaking genius. Why did I ever do that? Man, God, we have so many munitions. All I needed to do was take all the guns and put it backwards. I'd go faster. Man, Newton is, I mean, like, equal reactions and all that kind of stuff. Retribution's pretty fun. Not great, but fun. Reasonably fast for its size. Antimatter surfer, yeah, that's right, it is. Retribution's also an interesting ship given its propulsion system, but not so easy to play with. So whenever we use it, do we like actually hurt ourselves? Is that how that works? By the way, do you know what an Orion drive is? Apparently, it's the detonation of an antimatter charge up our own butt. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean like there's more behind it than that? Because, wow, Orion's masochistic at best. Jesus, whoa boy. Oh boy, well, did we drop off stuff yet? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to drop off. Don't get distracted, because after all, you got to end in under an hour because we're ending a little early as a reminder to the bunnies. I apologize. Gosh darn it. I get too distracted. This game is too much fun. Okay. Yep. We got Odin. Didn't what's his face? Didn't he say we needed an alpha core? Gargoyle said we needed an alpha core in order to decrypt the Kalachor archive. What if I get one alpha core and bring it with us? I think the only reason why I didn't bring it with me is because I just thought, you know, if I get caught, I don't want to have to give it up. You know what I mean? I'm assuming you ride the shockwave from the explosion to propel yourself forward. That thing actually existed. It is a nuke detonated behind a shock-absorbing plate. Oh, it's like a portable carrier catapult, kind of. like you shoot the afterburners at a big static plate that launches you forward at, honestly, inappropriate speeds. It didn't really exist, but they made plans. You know, sometimes all you need are plans. Sometimes all you got to do is just follow through and have plans. That's honestly the lesson of the day. So right now, it looks like our astral is now 2 away from being back to sort of normal. That's awesome. All right, well, let's head out. Let's go ahead and let's save. So I got a little under an hour. I guess the question is, where do we go? Right? So important story Red Planet. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to do this one. Let's go here. An old spacer told you a tale about a mysterious red planet. The pilot, the only other survivor of this salvage expedition, may know the planet's location. That sounds cool. I remember that sounded really, really cool. A red planet. And that was a guy whose eyes were no longer working, right? So that's excellent. Do we need to, by the way, do we need to stop by any of our colonies right now? Are they in trouble? If I go over to, I should probably check because we're sort of pseudo close, right? Colony crises. Well, I mean, that's climbing. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with that another time. It's okay. I'm sure they've got what it takes to withstand the day. They're bunnies after all. I trust in them. I trust in them. All right, full speed. Out we go. We're going to go in and find us a red planet by talking to a pilot who's probably very drunk. I think that's what the guy said. He said this guy likes to be very drunk now, and he wants to forget about it. So that's why we're going to him, so that we can't let him forget. That's basically what's going on, yeah. I read a book where the only way humans could fight back against aliens was by making gigantic missiles made of ice. They would accelerate to relativistic speed using nukes like that. Wow. That does not sound safe. But it sounds ingenious. Does not sound safe, but does sound ingenious. All right, off we go. I realized that if things go wrong and we run out of cash, I could probably sell our museum. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Battletech. In Battletech, whenever I run out of cash, I just sell mechs. So it's probably not as efficient here, but you know, worst comes to worst, it is what it is. Oh my God, bunnies, did you see that? Look at this. This is cool. Look at this. We're right next to a Bunny League mercantile convoy delivering food to Yesod. People are buying our stuff. They're buying our... Oh my god. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I didn't even have to sell anything here. They're selling it for us. It's amazing. Wow. Yesod Station. The Bunny League's arriving in style. My god. Wow. Okay. Hey guys. Hey guys. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm just the vanguard for greater things. And it's on the horizon for the station, let me tell you. Be ready, my guys. Okay, excellent. Open... No, we probably need to go to the bar, right? Commodity Trader, Cybermod Jack. No, I guess it's the comms directory. Umbriel Petra, that's the one. Right? Here we go. Umbriel Petra looks you over. You look back, and even via the comms, it looks like Umbriel has had higher quality repair work done than their spacer crew comrade. She almost looks natural.
So?
She says.
You know the story?
She sighs and says aside.
If only that old crust of a spacer would keep their mouth shut. Still, it's no sweat off my back where you go finding trouble. You wouldn't be the first who's come sniffing after me. I'll warn you of that for free. How much is the location of this planet worth to you?
Barter with Umbriel Petra, and then consider the price. You haggle with her over the price, making the point that there is allegedly some hostile force at this red planet. And further, she's already sold the information to someone else.
Yeah,
she says.
But I know you space captains. You just love a mystery. You'll never let it lie. Well, like we should have.
Eventually you work out a figure of 10,000 credits? That's cheap. Yeah, I mean, okay. God, you're really pulling a fast one on me, but I guess... You know what? I'm in a rush, so I guess I'll pay you know, rush tax and all that. Have 10,000 C-bills. You initiate the credit transfer and receive the coordinates in response.
Nice knowing you.
Umbriel Petra doesn't give you time to respond before ending the transmission. Explore the red planet. Oh boy. All right, where is this red planet? And let me guess, is it in the abyss? You know what I mean? Is it in the abyss? Where is it? Important red planet. Here, explore. It is way out here. Red planet. Albari Nebula. Have never even been here. So, hang on. So, you know what I do recognize? You remember the last time that we went out here? We fought against whatever those two ships were that split into a billion ships. That's what. So, anything at the edge of the system sounds very dangerous. But I will happily go, since we have less than an hour left. We might as well do something exciting. So off we go, guys. Off we go. Full speed, full speed. Bunnies are heading on over. You have now repaired compromised armor. Nice! So that means we have one last T-mod. There it is. Speaking of the Abyss, has the Bunny League fought the... Have we? I don't know. I wouldn't... Actually, I have no idea. How would I know? Maybe? In any case, the Orion drive keeps coming back into the spotlight. It simply offers one of the best energy density ratios. The problem is simply the design regarding radiation shielding and the like. The ships have to be relatively long to make effective use of measures or else possess a thick radiation shielding shell. Well, in this case, maybe the occupants of the Retribution just don't care about radiation. They don't expect to survive it, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. God, we're moving rather rapidly. Take a look at that. So in order to make this more feasible, I've done something. So I went over to character here, and I've actually gotten both containment procedures. So that actually cuts down on our fuel consumption as well as other things. And then I've also got a makeshift equipment, cutting down on our ship maintenance and supply usage by 100. So that's allowing us to go a little bit further so we're not as stretched or worried. And we're going to find out what's on the red planet with fuel to spare, honestly. So really excited about that. And since we're moving such a long way, it's very possible we'll actually clear this last demon by the time we get back to friendlier space. It's gonna be excellent, yeah. You would know. If you go in the Abyss, interact with Abyssal Lights. Game doesn't really tell you about them. But I did. Didn't we? We did interact with Abyssal Lights. We got a buff. Do you know what I mean? Like, we went to the Abyssal Light when we were going to the Nameless Rock the first time. I mean, to be fair, that's the only time I ever went to the Abyssal Light. And I stopped by one, and then it gave us a buff, which is pretty awesome, yeah. There are other times... Oh, God. That sounds ominous. You've already fought them. They're actual endgame content. Did you find a hyper shunt? Yes. Yes. How do you think? Yeah, absolutely. Take a look at this. We have a reality disruptor. That's what we've been playing with. We have the reality disruptor. The Fury has a cryo blaster, antimatter SRM launcher, a resonator MRM launcher. It's got rift lances, shock repeaters. I basically slammed Thrake with special tech. And a mini pulsar. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff. Actually, Panzerbun, you're using our only threat weapons, double heavy mass drivers out here. So you're dishing out the juice as well. So I mean, like, and then all these other bunnies here. We got voltaic cannons when we fought against the threat that one time. We've got a shock repeater for when we fought against whatever those hyper shunt guys are. So really, really, really interesting. Let's go. We're almost there. And let's head to the red planet. Apparently it is here and we've never been here before. And save. Oh, by the way, you said it's endgame content. I believe it, because we almost died completely. It was almost a full wipe, and it was not pretty. Okay, well, before I go here, I suppose I should probably go to the stable locations and stuff like that. We'll just kind of set ourselves up. I kind of like when it's a new place I haven't gone to. Other than a comm array, I like to have the sensor array just so that I can, you know, maybe there's something I might miss that I might catch if I have it. And then the other one I'm going to get is a comm relay, and then we'll save again, right? So comm relay out here, proceed, excellent. And I'm going to do a hard save because this sounds not so great. Hyper Shunt's one heck of a fight. Man, it really kicked my butt, let me tell you. We lost 5 ships went down, and then we had to repair. I actually spent yesterday after the stream removing the demods and paying for it. Fortunately, it was on not super costly ships, so that was helpful. So there's that. All right, so we're going to perform surveys as we make our way to the destination planet. There's only 2 more after this. So we got our gas giant. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. There's more than 2. 5 ships going down. Not really. It felt terrifying. Super terrifying. My goodness, I was surprised that we survived at all. I thought for sure we were all going to die. Did I say that out loud? I mean, I had total faith in the bunnies. I just want to point that out. It's just, you know, I definitely thought we would all die. All right, quick save, because now we're heading... I don't know why this is the red world, though. It's a desert. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit, because who knows if there's something that's going to jump out at us. But at this point, anything could jump out at us. Yeah, I guess it is kind of red. Is anything going to attack us? Oh, look at that. This planet is dry as bone and swirling with dust. Stellar radiation mercilessly beats the surface. The life-sustaining water of this world is dissipated over the aeons due to a weak magnetic field. It kind of has a whole lattice. I don't know if you see this. It's kind of like a giant Epcot Center from Disneyland, yeah. Amagi survived. Yes. Your fleet approaches Alpha Albari 1. The sensors are having difficulty evaluating the tenuous megastructure enveloping the entire surface. Your sensors officer takes the initiative and applies exotic parameters to the interferometer feed. Inputs go green, and a few seconds later, the sub-AI tentatively identifies a stable planetary scale energy field with highly unusual properties. As your fleet moves in closer, sensors detect multiple contacts rising up from the murky red depths. We found Space Epcot. Yeah, we did. Ooh. Okay, so we've actually seen these. They've got 3 glimmers, 1 fulgent, and a nova. Oh, man. I think the one time I fought a nova, I almost died. Nova burst explodes a massive antimatter charge behind the ship, causing the ship to leap forward. To be fair, though, we didn't really have as much firepower as we do now, and we do actually have more shielding. We do actually have the horrible EMP thing. I think we should be okay. Let's continue, yeah. All alpha cores means loot. Oh, that they may have alpha cores? Okay, nice. We don't have to capture anything. It's just sheer balls to the wall. Fantastic. So let's get all of the omens to screen our old slot. We're gonna go ahead and have the PD coverage with the Anubis. I'm gonna have Thrake and Panzerbun with the old slot. I'm gonna say search and destroy for the old slot, and then the other caps are gonna follow it in, and then they'll branch off because I want the old slot to go in first. It's kind of his deal, right? So off we go. Alpha Cores ain't a joke. All their ships are piloted by Alpha Core level 7 officers. A little spooky, even if their fleet is small. Oh my god. All right, follow him in, gentlemen. Oh man, we're making contact already? God, they're fast. Oh, right on it, huh? You know what? What are these guys again? Glimmer class assault drone ship. I don't remember if they're super deadly or not. I guess what I'm gonna do, let's hold the position. Well, no. Just follow the old slot in. Follow the old slot in. I just want to see relative position first. We got a nice line. There goes the EMP. Is this actually going to disable it? Actually legit. Did we? It's looking pretty decent, actually. Yeah, stay on it. Yes! Look at that! Wow, that's terrifying. So the Nova has just been struck by the Bunny League smooth criminal. My god, look at that. Give him the DACA. Give him the DACA. There it is. Yeah, old slot right in his face. Yes! Wow, that was excellent. Oh my god, they already took out... Okay, there's only 2 left. Full assault, full assault. Engage. Zap all countermeasures. Yeah, zap. There it is. Last target. There it is. High five. Okay, that was not... Okay, Mutt, we have some crazy weapons now. Yeah, holy moly, that is insane. Wow, that was smooth. So we got ourselves a Gamma Core, an Auto Pulse Laser, Breach SRM, Pod Harpoon MRM, Typhoon Reaper, Breach SRM, and a PD Laser. Take it all. And then we got a follow-up, right? Your fleet finishes its approach to Alpha Albari 1 without further incident. Further scans reveal the energy field is not entirely uniform, perhaps owing to a running down power source, and your bridge crew is able to pick up a distress beacon transmitting from the surface. The transmission is set on repeat and garbled in ways that are indicative of aging equipment. You make out enough to gather that part of a research team was stranded here, at a secret Tritachyon research facility, after the fully automated defenses overweighed certain executive security contingency orders in the wake of one of the AI wars, and decided it was now imperative to shoot down any craft attempting to leave this planet. What? Send a salvage team down to the facility. A tiny shuttle with a jury-rigged shield generator darts through a spot failure in the shield. A landing at the primary control center is achieved without incident, and the crew is able to deactivate the shield entirely upon breaching the facility. Follow-up shuttles with heavier equipment launch quickly thereafter, and soon the salvage operation is in full swing. There's actually stuff I don't know here. 3 things. We can now make a Pegasus. We can now make the Sabo SRM pod, and we can make a planetary shield, an envelope of charged plasma seeded with exotic virtual particles producing effects which disrupt the combat effectivity of long-range bombardment and even incursion by smaller vessels. The planetary shield can be continually charged and controlled by a central source and presents a formidable obstacle to any form of ground assault. I'm assuming that's for our colony. That is crazy. So we can learn it now, right? So learn the planetary shield blueprint. Awesome. We can now make a Pegasus, I believe. Yep. And we can make the Sabo SRM pod. That's awesome. Man, I can't wait till we can make our own ships. The Nova is the better version of the Orion drive, whichever way you look at it. Oh, like it doesn't blow itself up with this charge. Okay, well, that's interesting. So was that it? That was Red Planet completed. Nice, bunnies. High five. Excellent. I mean, we're kind of out here, right? We have about 30 minutes left, so it doesn't make sense for me to travel all the way across the galaxy. I mean, we might as well... Let's do a little exploring since we're out here, because we're not always out here, you know what I mean? Like, where should we go? I guess let's take a look at what we have seen and what we haven't. So we've now sort of partially looked here. Oh, it's probably because we haven't surveyed the planet that we're at right now, right? Can we survey it? Perform a survey. Poor farmland, moderate ore deposit. I mean, that's fine. And now it should check off, right? Yep, there we go. We got the check. Looks like we went through most of Serenkov, but not all of it. Some of Tar Nebula. Let's keep heading southwest because the bunnies were saying that the abyssal lights have different things. So maybe we can check out one of those if we come across it. I'm not saying I'm going to search for it. I'm just saying... Oh, wait. I could totally salvage some more. My bad. What do they have? Salvage ops have more stuff to keep us alive. Fantastic. All right. Let's go. Because I am curious what's out in the dark. And we are a little stronger. I'm not saying we're invincible. But we are a little stronger now, so maybe. She's got the better version of the Orion drive. It's not the Orion drive itself. Their pulse detonation propulsion system's more effective than the one on the other ship. Okay, fair enough. You have a distress call originating in the Beta Albari star system. Are we in it right now? Oh, it's down there. Okay, perfect. I like distress calls. I mean, I don't like the fact someone's in distress, but I like them because they might get us new super bunnies. And I'm always down for the super bunnies. I would love it if we can get a super bunny replacement out here. We now have 10 points. Colony into a bunker. What did you find? A planetary shield. Once your fleet is at a point you're satisfied with, you can begin farming AI cores from systems with damage remnant nexus. Can I ask, what do you even do with all the AI cores, though? Because it really sounds like every AI core I employ draws the ire of the hegemony. Do you know what I mean? So if I get a bunch of AI cores, like Nice! Look at this! Bunnies! Guess what? There it is. It's now in, well, mostly full-ish operating condition. It basically is the one Rift torpedo launcher, but, you know, we'll fill this out in due time. That's excellent. This is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and I suppose I can mothball it and drag it around now, because we don't need to, you know, keep trying to remove stuff with hull restoration. We should probably drag another ship behind us so that we can get to work. Engage rando automated defenses. Let's just try to clear these guys out, and we'll go full assault and see if we can handle it. I'm pretty sure we could before, and these bunnies right now are a little more hardy than they were. Let's see Thrake in action. I'm actually most interested in Thrake because he's basically every single hard point on Thrake is a special toy. It's a special toy. You can actually sell them to the personnel in stations, not the store. Individual. Oh, whoops. You get more money that way? Oh man, I may have been oh boy, wow, I feel bad. I may have been selling cores to maybe not the right place. I thought the black market was the place to sell. Yeah, please tell me it's not like a lot more, is it? Like I don't need to feel bad about selling the gamma cores to the black market, right? Like, also one day your faction will be so strong you no longer care about other major factions. At that point you want alpha cores for every... Oh no, of course I want alpha cores. Abundant and sparse rare deposits. Okay, well let's clear this because I want to get to the distress call, because I want to see if there's a special bunny out there. I hear that there may be, and I know we already have a special bunny in the form of Anakitas at level 7 with freaking 5 elite skills, which is ludicrous. He's basically almost an alpha core. Anakitas is almost an alpha core. That's just the truth of the matter. Do the sensor array. Swing on over to a barren world yet. Different factions give different credits and rep per core. Tritac pay 1.5 times. Tritac will pay you 300% for cores when you talk to a station commander. Church and Hegemony pay less, but they give more reputation. Dictat and Persean League are in the middle. Pirates just won't buy them. Gosh darn it. So I've been selling rando cores to the pirates. Oh boy, wow, okay. I feel like a bit of a schmuck. Well, you know, I didn't know. Lessons are learned through mistakes, bunnies. I did see we've just hit size 4 right now. So that means we've freed up another industry slot out this way. So we got basic mining going on for standard ore. I'm thinking right now, I remember the bunnies talking about extreme heat, no atmosphere. Extreme heat, no atmosphere. Now I remember we had an item for that, but I don't remember what it was for. Was it refining? Refining does what? We require ore and heavy machinery. Where do we make heavy machinery? You make it through heavy industry, which requires metal and stuff like that, but the output... So we need to do refining before we can do heavy industry. Okay, so honestly, I should probably do refining next, because we're making ore here. That way we don't have to translate it anywhere. We don't have to bring it anywhere. We can just automatically start to process it, right? So let me do refining. I don't remember if that's the right call or not, but we'll go there, yeah. And that way that it's still building in the background. And then when we hit colony size 5, because it seems we're at like 99% of the way for the other colony, then we'll deal with that when we get there, yeah. Best sell the gamma core, keep the alpha and beta ones to integrate them into the colony. Man, I've been putting all of our gamma core into our buildings to reduce demand by 1. That hasn't done too much, but it's something. There we go. Hare's Hollow is now size increased to 5. So we're now level 5, colony size 5. That's scary. That's super scary. So what can we do out here? Now we've got a choice, right? We have 342,000. Actually, you know what? Let's get more money because this is not good. We need our cash. At least our money output is growing, and that's a plus. So, oh my God, we need to make cash pretty badly. I did sensor array. I'm gonna do nav buoy so we can move around more efficiently. And there's another stable location that I'll grab, and then we'll do the comm last. So let's get out here. We're surveying, and then we're going to do the distress call. I have about a little under half an hour left in the stream, so I got to keep an eye out on that because I actually have an appointment for the cats. So Megaport recommended now for your colony growth rate. Oh, thank you, Amagi. Thank you. I'll probably, looking at things, I might have to, you know, get some cash first and then go for it. All right, so we got our comm relay, and I think we've looked at all of the planets here. So now we want to go to Beta Albari. That's where we found that distress signal. What the heck was that? Colony crisis. There are signs of a Ludic path attack targeting your colony. What? No. There are signs of an impending Ludic path attack. This crisis will be averted if event progress is reduced to 425 points or below. Yeah, I'm super far away right now. The Ludic path cells on Hare's Hollow are disrupted or an agreement is reached with the Ludic path. Technology AI core use is off the charts. Okay, if the attack is successful, your colony will suffer a catastrophic saturation bombardment. Oh God. Okay, never mind. Apparently I've got more important things to do. Okay, let's just swing on by, do the distress signal, and then figure this one out while in what time that we have. All right, full speed, guys, full speed. We're out here. I don't want to waste the time. So get in here. There's a distress signal. There might be a bunny in need. All kinds of things going wrong. Oh, look at that. Derelict ship. Looking good. Nab it. Explore. Continue. Salvage op. And I did see a contact sort of like southwest this way, I think, when we came in. Double check. There it is. And approach. Unidentified sensor contact. This is an unidentified fleet. Raiders. Oh, okay. We don't have time for you guys. We don't have time. In fact, the best way to do this is honestly follow the reality disruptor. Follow into combat. Go for it. Okay, everybody follow the reality. Oh, there it is. Yep, you're disabled. Have fun with the rest of your life, at least for the 2 seconds that you still have to live. Yeah, look how aggressive everybody is here. Tell you what, full assault, more aggression. That's what we're looking for. All out aggression, guys. Get out the way. You don't realize we got Ludic Pathers coming our way. Come on, out the way, guys. Out the way. Yeah, now things get juicy. Consider recovery. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for this. Grab that. Nab it. Assess. Nope, no, don't want that either. We got more important things to do. We got to find a distressed potential bunny out here. Yeah, full speed to the north. Yeah, it's a call. Maybe not the call, but one nonetheless. Reason why patrol fleets are important. Yeah, I've got 2 patrol HQs, but, you know, they're not exactly strong. Let's just put it that way, yeah? Leave. Okay, domain error probe. Snab it. Salvage. Grab it. Excellent. Salvage. Nab it. Excellent. I don't want to lose our only colony, please. I like how this happened right where we're literally on the edge of the entire sector. I was not paying attention. It's gonna be fine. I believe. You got it. Sometimes bunnies, you just gotta believe. That's just how it goes. Let's go ahead and send a brief ping. Yep, didn't see anything. Keep moving. And I don't remember, probably sensor array, just because we're trying to find a lost bunny out here. To the next stable location. Ping out again. Full speed. And then we got a neutrino detector. Looking for little pings. Negative contact. Well, no, nav buoy's faster. We're going to move faster. That's what we're going to do. Let's find this location. Full speed. Survey it. There's ruins. Salvage it. So, how much? Oh, contact left. What do we got? Contact left, debris field. Nope, debris field's been explored. Stable location, let's go. You can give the planet killer, they'll leave you completely alone in the future. You can attack this, but I don't want to give them our planet. Can we use the planet killer, I guess is the question. Like, if I give it away, am I giving up the opportunity to nuke somebody? Because that would just be sad if I did. Man, I don't know where this guy is. Where's this bunny? We don't have time. Okay, hang on. We can do this. We just need to slow our roll. If we slow our roll, everything will go more smoothly. So slow down. Pay attention. Bunny said the neutrino detector will give little tiny pulses. Look for the pulse. Just pay attention. Don't go squirrel. Just don't go squirrel. So I'm just going to very slowly move. Here we go. Small movement. So far, a single large spike towards the star in the center, and there is a small pickup from the stable location that we are leaving. So fair enough. So what I can do, we went straight up like this. So if we picture a sensor range around us, we came up kind of short. We didn't really come out this way. When we came down this way, we went here and we came back this way. So what are we neglecting? We're neglecting here. We're neglecting here, and we haven't really been right up on the star. So let's go centrally. Let's get centrally located. So get centrally located. Watch for any spikes, anything at all. You see anything in the lower right-hand corner? Active probe ping. Hang tight. And let's go ahead and divert here. After 7 or in-game date. Really? Would it tell us? I'm sure that exploration, scattered ruins, derelict ship, extensive ruins, distress call originating in the Beta Albari star system. You've investigated the system this distress call came from. Nearby Beta Albari. Yeah, this is where we are. It doesn't say it's not there, I guess, but okay, double check. Just double check. If I don't find it, I don't find it. I am seeing a little spike here, but that's the barren bombarded world. If I go past it, I still see a little bit of a tick, but orientation is not changing when I go perpendicular to it. So that's probably a false read, I assume. I'm going to do one last try. I'm going to head out this way before we rush back to try to save our poor bunny colony. Now that we're west of the fringe jump point, go ahead and active sensor burst. I'm getting no return. So I think I'm going to have to move. Gosh darn it. Man, I was really hoping we'd find a special bunny out there. It's fine. It's fine. So, colony threats. Luddic Path cells are now active on Dig Dug Bun and Hare's Hollow. Signs of a Luddic Path attack targeting Hare's Hollow. Do we have any sort of bounties for a base or anything like that? I don't see one. Let's just head back to... Let's head back home. And then we'll start smashing some heads in. How about that? And then that sometimes raises stability, I assume. So we'll head to Dig Dug Bun, full speed, and off we go. Yeah. You can tell it's already gone if you can't find them around the inner jump point. It's stated on the ability it's the standard location for distress fleets. Oh, the jump point itself? Man. I'm not very good at finding those, I guess. Oh, look at this. We can ride the wave. Ride the wave, bunnies. Ride the wave. Thank God for solar shielding. 12 days. Come on, please still be there by the time we get there, bunnies. Please still be there. Please, for the love of God, still be there. Oh, don't pull us away. Come on. Can't out. Can't out. Yep, boost. On 12, full speed. Going to 19 max burn. 6.8. Man, I'm so glad we reduced our fuel usage. It's the only way we're going to make it back. Oh, come on. Force it. 3.5. 1.8. Cross out. There it is. Full speed. Smugglers. We have arrived. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Moral implications given such a thing to the Luddic Path is very not good. Luddic Path. Holy Armada. All right. Save. Let's crush everyone that doesn't belong to our faction right the heck now. All right. It's happening, bunnies. It's happening. That's right. Bunnies have arrived back in sector, baby. Get wrecked, fools. All right, everybody, get on in, get on in. Actually, since we're joining the battle, it seems like we've got limited forces to apply. So we're just going to send the old slot. Yeah, send the old slot. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Old slot has arrived. Search and destroy, my gentlemen. Search and destroy. Yeah, that's right. This is why we got multiple patrol HQs, you jerk faces. Oh my. Oh my. Wow, wow. Oh, Jesus. Wow, wow. Seems like we arrived right on time. Give him the DACA. Guns, guns, guns. It's not just for the Pathers, but you just always make a system. I own a fortress. I'd love to make our system a fortress. That'd be awesome. Who's left? Anybody left? Oh, there's a guy up there. Yeah, we're not that fast. Can we bring anyone else in? No, it's too expensive. All right, doesn't matter. We've got all we need right here. We got all we need right here. DACA, DACA. He's not fast, but when he gets there, let me tell you, he arrives with quite a bang. Disabled or destroyed. Oh, that's Anakitis' picture. Oh, God, that scared me there for a second. Join the pursuit and crush them. Send Thrake. Actually, you know what? Send Thrake and the Omen Squad. Yep, consider ship recovery. Yeah, I don't want any of your Ludic Path stuff. Continue, pick through the wreckage, take all their stuff. Holy Armada my butt is what that is. Hostile ships destroyed -23 to the crisis. Chase down that freighter. Chase down the freighter and send in the Sith Lord himself. Thrake the Unholy. Pick through the wreckage. Wow, super efficient. Love that guy. Okay, how we doing now? How we doing? There's more. There's more. Hegemony investigators. Don't like it. Hey, guys. I know that you were here to inspect some things. Why don't you inspect True, Rage, and DACA? We gotta go capture some points. You know what it is. We saved the best for last. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and send a couple out this away. We're gonna send a couple out this away, including Thrake himself. Everybody else, out that away. All right, go for it, guys. Friendly miner. Every single colony crisis can be averted with enough fleets, even for the blockades. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we might have enough. There it is. Everybody, bring it on together. Oh, look, who's arrived? My God. All right, so first things first. Anubis here. Anubis there. Eagle to the front. We'll go in and get all Omens and Furies all right there, and then we'll have the other flagships group up and search and destroy. Let's go. Go forth, old slot. Get into position. Converge. Fight together. And then search, 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 and witness me. All right, Hegemony. That's right. We don't have much time left. You don't understand. I gotta take the cats to the vet. Gotta take the cats to the vet. Ain't no time for strategy. This is the strategy, is really. Oh my God. Actually, did they bring, oh wow, they sent a lot. All right, excellent. Just more opportunity to exercise the DACA in more glorious, glorious ways. Wow, wow. Yup, there goes Anakitis. There goes the old slot. There goes Panzerbun. And Thrake's right in the middle, unchained, unbidden, Resonator MRM sounding endlessly on the field of battle. Jesus. Actually, oh, here's our reality disruptor. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he stopped functioning. Yeah, he's permanently stopped functioning. Send him more, disrupt his reality. Yeah, disrupt that reality. Fantastic. Tell you what, full assault, full assault. Let's move, let's move. Oh, wow, wow. Here we go. Follow Jonathan Leal. Follow, yep, there's that guy. Oh, that guy's down. All right, who's left? Who's left? Pursue him? Yeah, crush these guys. Order, second in command. Actually, you know what? Send everyone. Don't even care. Don't even care. We don't have time for this. You don't understand. I gotta take the kids to the vet. This is excellent is what this is. This is pure vengeance and the aversion of a crisis. You have no idea, yeah? For me, I just keep the PK. I'm in my fleet the entire game. It sounds kind of like what I'm doing, yeah? I throw it into a black hole. Can you do that? You can throw it into a black hole? Tried to drop a planet killer in Chicomo's stack during an AI war. Persean League, not great. Hegemony to me is the best option. Give the planet killer 2. However, there's schism in the hegemony. General populace versus the nobility. Oh yeah, he tried to stop this, but you can't stop a good thing. Second in command, send Thrake. There it is. Enemies down. dude, Thrake is like my executor. All right, so how are we doing now with the crisis? So if we go colony threats, it is, it's at 502. 502. Luddic Path is still coming. I'm not too sure how to stop them, though. I mean, I'm here. I guess if they want a planetary bombardment, I guess the cells are still on it. I should probably stop by the actual... Let's stop by Dig Dug first. Stop by Dig Dug. It makes you the bunny emperor. Well, no, I don't know about emperor, but repair the ships, manage the colony. We don't have much time. How do we do this? So right now we've got Luddic Path cells. There are active Luddic Path cells on Dig Dug Bun. They're engaged in planning acts of terror and industrial sabotage, but are unlikely to carry them off unless the overall level of hostile activity in the system provides sufficient cover. The cells will also provide intelligence to Pather fleets operating in system. You do not know the location of the Pather base providing support to these cells. If that base is destroyed, it will take some time to organize support from another base, and both ground and fleet operations will be disrupted. So it sounds like I gotta go and find that base and stop it, right? I don't like the implication of keeping it with me into the black hole. Okay, well, oh wow, look at this. We got mercenary officers out here. Well, let's stop by Main Hair's Hollow. Never know who's hanging out. If I see any green appear on screen or orange, they're gone. We got 12 minutes. 12 minutes. All looking friendly so far. Bunny League, Bunny League, Bunny League. I like the sound of that. Okay, well, first things first, go to the store. We'll go in and drop off weapons. And all of these are already known. Yep. Drop those off too for now. Create some space. Confirm. We can drop off. You know what's crazy? We actually have enough metal in storage now in order to do the hyper shunt. To reactivate the hyper shunt. That's kind of insane. Drop off all the stuff. Doesn't really matter. Drop off the gamma cores. Hang on to the alpha core, I suppose. And if I really wanted to build something, well, I literally have 76,000 but I have 76,000 credits. That is not good. Wow, I need to do bounties and stuff. Okay. All right. I got 12 minutes. I got 12 minutes. Do we have any info on a Pather base close by? Otherwise, I probably need to get the closest bounty and just trash somebody. Dang, boss, we broke. Yeah, what's new? What's new? Okay, so this is a pirate base. The hegemony will love us, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Planets, factions, comm sniffers, important, pilgrim, Luddic church, immigration. None of that matters. They did say we could maybe... No, I don't want to give them the planet killer. I really don't. I gotta find a base. So I think before there was a base out to the east somewhere. So if I fly in that general direction, maybe we'll see something. One thing we could do, I think the problem is that I have seen in the past, I've seen pirates out in Beta Akron, but I have seen that Pather bases can be anywhere. They don't have to be close by. Does that make sense? You can accelerate the crisis. If that slipped your mind, they'll come right to you. Oh, I thought... Wait, if I accelerate the crisis, does that mean that they'll just detonate and bombard the planet, or do they have to fly a fleet in to bombard the planet? Does that make sense? I thought maybe having the terrorist cells on the colonies themselves meant that they could just bypass fighting in space, and then they would end up just bombarding and destroying us. They have a fleet come. Excellent. You know what? In the interest of time, let's do it. So I'm going to save right here. I've never escalated the crisis. They fly in then to bombard your planet. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's park ourselves, I don't know, above the closest... Oh, there's a Persean League enforcer. What's that? Why are you here? Patrolling our... Why are you patrolling us? Actually, why... You've never come to us. Why are you coming to us? The link snaps to life.
Hailing suspicious fleet operating in non-chartered volume.
Suspicious?
The League Navarch looks down at you like
The League Navark looks down at you like they've caught a small-time ore smuggler.
This task force acts in the legitimate interest of the Persian League to regulate safe travel and freedom of commerce per interfactional law.
She raises her chin another couple of degrees.
As the apparent representative of a non-league entity and non-signatory to the Persian Sector Commercial Standards Accord, you are hereby ordered to stand down your weapons. Prepare to be boarded.
Dictum concluded, she sneers.
We're here to make sure you're civilized, Spacer. Open up.
Oh, screw that. Not even gonna talk to her. Engage this person. Holy moly. Wow, what a jerk face. That's it. That's it. Okay. Same battle orders, bunny. Same battle orders. On it. Screen. Screen. To the front. Search and destroy. Go for it. They show up if you earn too much from selling something. I've been selling. I'm not even selling. I'm selling food. I'm literally selling food. Oh, yeah, there's some guys. There they are. All right. Let's get them with the EMP. Get them with the EMP. We gotta take out the Pathers here. Everyone becomes a jerk when you make your own factory. No kidding. Holy crap. They called us a small timer. What is that? I mean, we're not large, but we're also not small. Couldn't they call us, like, adequately proportioned timer? Excuse me. Adequately proportioned faction. Please prepare to be boarded. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll let you if you just, respect the authority. My God. We were here first. You could at least ask us and reflect upon our appropriate size. My God. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to send Thrake after you. Thrake's coming to get you. He's like the boogeyman. My God. Nab all your stuff. Bet you feel silly now, don't you? Oh my goodness, wow, these all kinds of people getting crazy ideas about this corner of the galaxy. You know what, you're hostile still, so guess what? I'm sending Thrake again. Yeah, send Thrake, there it is, yep. Thrake came at you twice, and twice is probably just enough for you. So what I am gonna do though is repair, because we're gonna need it, yeah, slightly below average, okay, slightly below average, that I'll accept, yeah. All right, so repair your ships. How we doing? Looking good. Got decent condition. Let's save. I've got literal 7 minutes, and we're gonna escalate the heck out of this crisis. Oh my God, what am I doing? Yeah, explore. There's a hammerhead. Take his stuff. Ain't no hammerhead now. There. Oh my God, what is this? Hegemony. Oh my God, they don't stop. Guys, go away. Leave our people alone. Oh my goodness. You know what we have to do? Swift justice. You guys never learn. Never ever learn, do ya? All you're doing is, well, feeding us cash and goods. You know what? Screw it. Tell you what. Here, we're sending some out this way. We're gonna send Thrake, the Sith Lord, out that way. We're gonna send everyone else out that way. And go forth, my gentlemen. Grab the stuff. Come back. Let's go nuke some heads. Bring in the old slot. Yeah, League was the first to decide they had to try attacking McColony. They got their faces smashing right away. Sounds like space justice. Sounds like space justice to me. All right, here we go. And then following the old slot. Old slot. Go on a rampage, my guy. So regroup, regroup. Here we go. Seek and destroy. Yeah, follow it in. Follow it in. There they are. Okay, now seek and destroy, seek and destroy, seek and destroy, and let's go. You don't understand. We got to take out some terrorists. You're all getting in the way. I'm gonna arrest you for obstruction of justice. That's what we're gonna do. And when I say arrest you, I mean you're gonna be arrested as in like you won't be able to move anymore. We're gonna arrest your mobility permanently. I like how this guy shuts down with the reality disruptor. They graciously offer you lots of free loot. Yeah, we're at like 76,000 credits. We need all the loot we can get, let me tell you. Look at that. Thrake doesn't even care. Thrake's like, I'm going to be right in the face of this completely disabled and harmless onslaught. Never thought I'd hear that in the same sentence until Thrake appeared. Especially they blockade you and the blockade backfires. You'll actually earn even more from your colonies afterwards. Nice. Wow, I had no idea it'd be so profitable, them bothering us like this. Here, take command, and we're just going to full assault because we don't have to capture anything. Go for it. So let's follow Thrake as he rams. So Oh, wow, that guy's trying to phase out. Just kidding. You can only phase out for so long, my guy. The Sith have struck. There it is. Yeah, clear these guys. Holy moly. Where's the crisis? Where's the crisis? Only one in crisis are the enemy right now. My goodness, yeah. You have a potential officer promotion candidate. This officer, even though you can't field them in battle, if you were to hire them, would be reckless. Normally, I'd think that's not good. But in this team, it's probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. I'll mark that for later. Maybe. Maybe. Reckless seems to be exactly what we need right now, actually. Wonderful. Always nice having some good candidates out here. Hegemony Mercantile Convoy. Wait a minute. Are they delivering Marines? Oh, no. Don't attack those guys. They're giving us Marines. But these guys, get rid of those guys. We literally have 2 minutes. Come on. All right. Pursue, second in command, Santhrake. Crush these fools. Take all their stuff. Don't let them breathe. Stop off. Resuscitate yourself after taking more of their stuff. Don't want their eagles. Come on. Nope. Need a heal. There we go. Repair. Are we over encumbered? Not quite. Perfect. We'll do a hard save now that we've cleared out the riffraff because we need access to that jump point. I'm assuming the fleet's going to come through there, and now let's do it. So this is it. This is going to be the last fight of the stream because that's all we got time for. Let's go ahead and escalate our first crisis. Do it. Now what? Now what? Do they just appear? The more hostile fleets you destroy, the longer it'll take for the crisis to emerge. Even after I've escalated? Legit. Here, let me hard ping out. There's a lot of contacts out here. There's another entry point. Let's swing on over to the other entry point. Just double check. Anyone else coming through? Potential contact south. Unidentified. Contact left. Pirates. We got pirates. That's not quite what I was looking for. Guys, we're trying to intercept some fools. You have no idea. You need to line up low. Really? But pirates. Gosh darn it, man, this is tougher than I thought. I really don't like letting people wreck our stuff. I'll be perfectly honest, I really don't like it. Come on, just nab the stuff. Just get it over with. Get it over with. Yeah, take them. Grab it. There it is. Deploy. And then we're going to take everybody full assault. Just go right from the get-go. I think the bunnies can take care of themselves. They're all going to converge. Crush the pirates. Yep, there he is. Nab them. Disrupt the reality. Shoot out locusts. SRMs everywhere. Don't even care. Guys spinning out like I had no control. He definitely doesn't have any. That's for sure. Wow, that's... oh boy, this is not a good battle formation at all. There ain't no formation here. Just pure carnage. Just pure... Even our Anubis has gone on the offensive at this point. He's just zapping people straight with a point defense system. There's so many things dying on the left side here that I can't even... Oh my god, how many fleets did we attack? It doesn't even keep up. It's scrolling off the screen here. They're dying so fast, log can't keep up. My god, wow, that's crazy. What did we do? Was this the crisis? I think the crisis was they didn't have enough people to send. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The
bunnies are hungry.
War of attrition is what this is. Yeah, but the attrition is not on their favor because we've got a space station to repair at. My goodness. Order second in command. Honestly, just send Thrake. Send Thrake at him. All right, there it is. Yeah, just grab that. We had to scroll for days to get rid of all these pirates. My god. You've destroyed 31 points worth of pirates. Yeah, well, I didn't mean to. I didn't think there were that many. There's one dram tanker left. That is all. Okay, we should probably go back and repair, and I don't think the Luddic Pathers are coming right now. Jesus, holy moly. Okay, bunnies, I'm so sorry. I thought we would be fighting the Pathers by now. It did not happen. Whoops. Let's just repair, and unless they're here already. Are you here already? There's Dig Dug Bun Station. Grab it, repair, hang tight. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Here, have the metal in your stockpiles. There it is. And then I'm gonna hard save. Just do a quick scan, and that might be it for today because I do have to go. Let's just double check. So we've got unidentified sensor contact. Is there any update here? You have... Wow, we're really holding it down. I didn't expect to hold it down that hard. Yeah, okay. They may be... You know, I might have to... Whoops. Okay, bunnies. I think we might have driven them back just a little bit. You know, well, we're signs of a Luddic path attack. Yeah, they're still trying to attack. Do they have to reach 600 to attack? Didn't I escalate it though? Doesn't escalating mean they get here? Event progress is reduced to 425 or below. It will be averted. Well, I guess we could kill our way out of it. I just thought escalating would make it happen. Yeah. What'd I tell you? Well, I thought that escalate means boom, you're at 600 and they arrive on the scene. I didn't think that it'd be... I'm sorry, bunnies. I apologize. Well, bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me. There I was thinking we were in danger. We're still in mortal danger. It's just apparently the bunnies are really hungry. And Thrake arrived and he's got a lot of nice stuff. And then we got more nice stuff on other stuff, and now we're just really angry, and we really like our bunnies and we like to protect them. So on that note, next time we'll be streaming is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, same bun time, same bun channel. We'll be back again with Rogue Tech, and we're going to be picking up where we left off there. We've got quite a spread of learning and growing to do. Rogue Tech is always a slow burn in the start, so we're right at the very beginning. So love to see you there if you're interested. And I'm still enjoying Starsector. Hopefully you do as well. And I'd love to get back to it next week. So on that note, if you'd like to hang out until the end of the music, we'll go and give someone a nice rate. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.